It's time for dinner.
Nah, Mom, I'm studying.
Oh yeah, then what is that under your notebook?
Nothing. It's my pencil.
What were you doing in this room, Gohan?
I was studying like you told me to. I'm doing astrophysics now.
Okay, and why were your pants down?
Because we're repeating the same joke again.
Okay, and why are there training weights on your pillow? Why is there a green man in your closet?
I'm just along for the ride.
No, it's little green.
Go back to the Namek store now, march! I said march!
Back to the pickle
No,
store.
don't send him away.
Pickle store!
The pickle store.
Hey, Piccolo, welcome back. It's me, Pickle Rick.
This bit's
No.
over.
No, this fits
We did it, guys. We got our opening.
We didn't kill that
A round
bit.
of applause.
We beat
No,
that.
I will
Shout
not
out to
apply.
Oscar night. This is the Oscar nominated movie.
I will not
Leonardo
apply
DiCaprio
for
and
a
Piccolo.
Pickle Rick joke.
Bitsy!
And leading in for worst bit of 2020 before the year's even fucking started goes to Pino's shitty Pickle Rick.
Yay!
Woohoo!
I'd like to thank nobody. Screw you.
I'd like to thank my brain damage.
Fuck.
I'd like to thank Piccolo for signing over the rights to me to use his name. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Academy City Tour. We are driving around all the districts for you, and it'll take very long.
Bus
But
driver.
we are a scientifically based city. We are
Mr.
powered by
Bus
these
driver.
giant windmills, and
Mr.
the
Bus
majority
driver.
of our citizens are young children
Excuse
who
me.
have,
Excuse me.
well, developed
me?
these powers
Hello?
and hope to achieve science.
Can
Yes?
you hear me?
Yes.
Where's the
No
red light
questions.
district? Oh, okay.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah. What's your? Yes.
Why aren't there seatbelts? We're supposed to be super advanced.
Have you ever heard of America?
Excuse me. I have a question.
Wait.
Yes.
I have not heard of America.
Okay, America. You know them school buses for them kids?
I thought we were in
No
Japan.
seatbelts.
Yes.
No
Are you
seatbelts.
from America? Your accent changed a little bit there.
Howdy, partner.
Goddamn right I am.
I'm from America.
Let me finish my damn spiel before I get you off my bus.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, this is what Academy City is. This is what you might call a giant experimental city.
I have a question.
Brings the forefront of... Yes.
Could you have picked a better name?
I don't know. What's your name, sonny boy?
Is this my introduction?
No.
I'm
Give me your name.
I'm guy on bus number 2.
Yeah, that's what I thought. They didn't even think of a name for you. All right, continuing. Anyway,
Excuse me?
technologically produced city.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
Why don't they call it Academia City? Like My Hero Academia.
That show's overrated. Oh, I pulled a leg muscle. Oh,
Oh, no.
I hope it wasn't on the gas pedal.
How could you drive with a pulled leg?
I'm not the one driving, you idiot. Nobody's driving.
Yeah.
Who's in there?
Well, we're in here.
But who's out there?
My legs still hurt.
Oh, no.
And they all
This
died.
is Academy City. Welcome. Hi, guys. Welcome to the poorly executed intro bit I had for a
Congrats.
good, for actually a very enjoyable, what do you call those? Impromptu propositions? Improv. Thank you. Openings. Hi. The
Hi.
level one sitting in the back of the bus, twiddling his fingers and heating up his cup of noodles. So that's Garb.
Man, I'm really hungry for these noodles. Can you hear my thumb slapping?
Wow. That's a good thumb slap.
Thanks, I practiced.
The level 2 Esper sitting right next to him, trying to sneak some of that soup out before it's done completely warming up with his telekinesis powers. Well, that's Chuck.
Hey,
I sure hope nobody steals my noodles.
those are some pretty
Hey,
good thumbs you got.
is that noodle floating?
Hey,
No.
Hey.
That's only a little piece of noodle.
Hey.
It's floating a little bit.
hey,
What?
you stop touching my noodle.
I'm not touching. I never touch anything. Look at my hands.
You damn
Why is he so far
teleporter.
away? He's sitting right next to
You
you.
damn
I'm in the back of the
levitators.
bus.
I can't believe
Why
it.
is he getting quieter?
Because this part of the bus is driving away.
But you're both on the bus.
The bus got cut in half. I'm going away. No.
Someone tie the cabin on.
Someone put it. This is like Herbie Fully Loaded. My favorite show features Lindsay Lohan.
And the incognito anti-skill officer who's just sitting there next to these boys wondering what the hell he's doing with his life. Well, that's me, Pino. God damn it, these kids.
Hey, who are you?
Hi, hope you're going home past curfew. I mean,
Who are
not
you?
past curfew.
What are you doing?
Don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
God
I'm looking.
damn it. Stop the
You got
bus.
some nice legs.
I'm a man.
So,
I'm wearing pants.
it's 2020.
I know, but I'm wearing pants.
Those are good pants.
Okay, thanks.
No problem.
Man, I'd like to think that by 2020 we wouldn't have to wear pants and that this oppression would be over.
Guys, no.
Not until we watch the
pantsuit.
Kill a Kill episode.
No pantsu. I can't believe this.
I can't
Technology
believe
should
this
be beyond
beach.
this point.
Goodbye, pantsuit.
Goodbye, pantsu. Man, when are we gonna watch JoJo Part 1 again?
When are we gonna watch it for FAP Rewind?
We already...
Yeah, no, I thought it was gonna be Fap Kai.
It's gonna be Frap.
What's for?
A funky recap anime podcast.
That sounds a little too close to a certain onomatopoeia that I don't appreciate.
Can it be?
Frap?
No, frap.
Yeah, frap.
Like the recording thing that everyone used back 10 years ago.
Oh, fraps. Oh,
Fraps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, I was
remember
an
fraps,
unregistered
everyone?
Hypercamp 2 man
Guys,
myself.
no, what if?
see.
Nah, dude, you had to Shh, don't tell anyone. You have to pirate it offline.
This is anti-skill here. I think I have what we call a pirate.
No, you said you were a normal guy. No, no. I would never download a car. I promise.
Ahoy, mateys. They seem to have the
Whoa.
wrong
Again.
guy.
He's a pirate, not me.
Why am I in Academy City? I'm very lost. Someone please direct me to the port.
Zorro, you please have to go back to the ocean.
Arr.
You just go to the ocean.
He just
You'll
sinks in.
find a boat.
And my wife and... Did we watch a show?
Yes, we did. We're stuck in Academy City for that particular reason. Welcome back, guys. It's been another 2 weeks or so. What did we watch last time again?
Fuck if I
We
know.
watched Beyond the Boundary.
We
a
watched
much better
Beyond the
show.
Boundary.
And we basically took the camera somewhere.
I hate you. You deserve to
At
die.
least I mixed it up a little bit.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You said you took the same joke.
No, I said we'll take the
No.
camera somewhere.
No, I called it Beyond the Boundary Break, and he said take the camera somewhere. He took it outside.
Yes. Good.
Took a picture
Good.
outside
I'm
of
glad,
Academy
I'm
City.
glad that those two completely separate jokes are not at all related to each other.
Yeah, dude, it's a
Nonsense.
continuation. This is the funky, continually comedic, funny, haha podcast. And the haha is like its own.
Yeah,
like,
the fluff.
The fuff.
That's very close to Jeff Fuffa, which is
Our
copyrighted
sponsor for this
material
episode.
Sub it.
from Jeff Goldblum, whatever the
That's
fuck.
better.
See, Jeff Goldblum. See, I'm part of the episode now. This week well, if you want to follow these nice gentlemen here, just go to the Twitter at I know you can't see this, but I'm moving my fingers around very sensually, a little bit. At 3 Aweebros. That is right. You follow us at 3 Aweebros on Twitter. You can also find us individually, but I forget everybody's handles. And
That's fine.
Check
that's
the
all the
website.
time you've hired me for, so I'm out of here.
Just go to
Also,
funkyamapodcast.com and you'll
shout out-
find all links to whatever.
Guys, shout out to our big money winners.
Okay.
We love you guys. Thank you, John, Cosmos, Sid, and Six Hair for being our big cash money cool dudes.
Y'all
Thank you.
are
Thank you
the
all.
most epic.
Thank you.
You
for
literally
continuing.
pay. You literally pay for us to watch bad anime. So thank you.
Yeah, and remember, every anime is bad until there's a good one.
I think they're just all bad.
Put that on a shirt. Put that on a shirt. That's perfect. That's flawless.
And you know
Guys,
what? Undefeated so far. No good anime.
undefeated. No good anime. We've never had a good anime before. We're
Not
keeping
once,
the
not
streak
ever.
alive. Whenever we watch a good anime, the podcast will end.
Thank
Oh,
goodness
boys.
we'll keep going forever then.
Thank goodness this is not the last episode
Money in
of
the
the
bank.
podcast.
We're rich now, boys. Anyways, we'll cut to the
Anyways.
chase. This week, we watched
Don't
A
cut
Certain
Chase.
Okay. Poor Chase. I'll let you go.
Goodbye, Chase.
But Chase, the song, you have to stay. I'm cutting you down. Sorry.
Oh
Terrible.
There
we go. Hey. I didn't say you. I cut you. Cut you.
Back.
Anyways. You know what? Instead of introducing the episode, how are you guys today? You guys seem very animated today.
I lit a fire.
no! I ate Taco Bell.
We had very productive days.
A cohesive answer and I don't know, fire.
I spent $5 on Pokemon Go today.
Oh,
That's pretty. I mean, you play Pokemon Go every day.
Every day, dude. I
Yeah.
play I caught a. What did I catch? I caught a Tornadus today.
oh, dude.
Wow. I heard a Tortanus, and I did not want to make the joke. So
You
I
don't want to
decided-
eat that? No thanks.
No, thank you. But that's good. I mean, it seems like you had a nice, relaxing insert day of the week we recorded and uploaded this. That was fun. As for me, we celebrated my grandma's birthday, which was nice. So
Happy birthday, Grandma.
Dude,
Yeah.
shout out to
87.
Pino's
Guys,
grandma.
guys, let's eat Grandma.
Oh, whoa. I don't think that's gonna go over with the elderly society. I think it's what
Elderly?
the AARP. Is that
Dude,
what it is?
that's the elderly society.
No.
They like have a cast of like 6 people hooded, and they just meet in secret. Like,
No,
Why does it
it's
smell like Werther's in here?
no, it's the NRA, guys. Please,
dude, I thought we weren't gonna get political on this podcast.
guys, this is the funky anime politic.
Dang it! I can't believe
Guys,
it.
we're
all getting
running for
political.
office 2020.
in 2014.
I am going against Bernard Sanders
Bernardo.
because I thought he
Gerbil.
was because it came to my attention that he in fact was not Colonel Sanders and he did not have the special blends of herbs and spices that I wanted in my America.
I thought it was-
What do you mean? My
Bernie.
America's your America.
Bernie,
Yes.
what are the herbs and spices?
I have a question.
Helium.
I thought
Nitrogen.
Oh
I thought it was Burt Reynolds.
no, that's Kurt Reynolds.
No, that's Kirk Franklin.
No, it's Kurt Cobain.
No, that's Ben Franklin.
No, that's Benjamin Button.
No, that's Johnny Depp.
Smashing. I love it, love. All right. We're just
Dude, this episode's already off the scientific railroad.
we.
Pino, that's gonna hurt so much.
Sorry.
Don't worry.
That's going to kill me.
I always,
If
You
this
can-
is the last
you can bleep
episode
me,
of the
that's fine.
podcast,
dude. I always.
I will
been
not
like,
bleep you. I'll only bleep you if you say a racial slur like you do every episode.
I don't. I say smoke signals.
No, I can't believe you said it again.
Dang it.
Oh,
They'll
Pino.
never know. I just want to pay tribute to the Native American folks who contact others with smoke. I can't believe I'm being bleeped again.
At least you said Native American.
I'm Native American, technically.
No.
Native Southern
Well-
American. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Wait, where's Peru?
That's in India, my friend. We were headed to India, and we made it to the West Indies.
oh my god. I'm like, where's Peru again?
We're in the same time zone, if that helps.
Dude, I'm fucking crying.
This is not the most scientific episode we've ever had, so this is a great start. You're right. I'm
I
glad.
need a drink of water. Oh my god.
Guys, everyone take a drink of your water.
All
Where'd
right.
my water go? I have cream cheese.
Drink with us, everyone in
Drink
the
the
audience. Ready?
cheese.
Guys, I'll drink to that.
I'll cheese.
Cheddar, please. Anyways, if I can continue, my fellow Americans. This week, we did watch A Certain Scientific Railgun, otherwise known as Toaru Kagaku no Railgun.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you. I thought I did that pronunciation pretty good. A little slow, but you know.
And I don't know English.
I don't know Spanish. And, well, this anime it's actually a spin-off of the main series, the Certain Magical Index series. So, you know, I thought it'd be fun to start here. The main series, again, this is started off as a light novel. So the Index series started off as a light novel, but the side story, again, Railgun, actually started off as a manga series. So that's kind of fun, you know, having a...
Dude, a mango?
Dude, a mango. Dude, H mango. Anyways.
Dude, I love H-Box.
Yeah, H Mango Box. Dude, he's my favorite.
Dude, I love
Mew Puff.
I love Nario.
Schlambo Box.
Dude, I love Super Smash Brothers.
For Nintendo
Anyways.
Smash Cube.
Binge.
Bimpendo Bunch.
Anyways, both series did eventually get anime. Of course, the main series got it first, and then they were like, "Hey, you know what? Let's adapt this one because we can." So it actually did get it, and the guys who animated this were no strangers to us here at the podcast. Well, technically they are strangers. They've never visited us before.
They know anime, and so do I.
So do I.
A full season's what I'm thinking of.
Don't
you
give me
wouldn't
those.
have it with any other show. I just want to watch some bad anime.
But I also don't want to watch long series. Never gonna watch that show.
Never gonna
rate
watch
it
One
high.
Piece.
Never gonna watch Naruto. Don't even get me started
And
with
be
Bleach
crushed.
or Toriko. Anyways,
Guys,
That
congrats.
was a nice
Anyway.
This is
diversion.
the end of the podcast.
thank you.
Repeat.
Next week we're watching a super surprise.
Oh,
But yes, no, this was animated by JC Staff, which we've seen some shows from them, and you know I'll
not
run
great
down some of
shows.
this.
Thanks,
Gonna
Golden
kill you.
Sun.
Well, so you know they're the masterminds behind Shigeki no Soma. The second season of
Masterminds is a...
the master the master pencils of Shigeki no Soma's the One Punch Man season 2, which we all hated apparently. Prison School.
I never
Saki-K.
watched it.
Yeah, I didn't watch it either.
I didn't watch it. It's because JC Staff's name was on it. That's why we didn't watch it. And also that one anime we watched in season 1. I don't remember what it is.
Bad.
That's the one.
Yeah, bad the comedy.
Oh, guys, I know this is gonna derail the conversation, but I pulled...
Can I finish my introduction first? Then we can derail it.
I pulled Boa Hancock in the World Seeker.
Hey, I got 2 Mihawks in the World Seeker banner.
Cool. I don't need one because I have the Suko Fest. Anyway, let's continue. Golden Time bad.
I ain't finished. Hold up. They also animated several Dengeki Bunko shows that we.
Bless you.
Thank you. It's no stranger that I like picking these published series. So I'll name the ones that they did. They did Toradora, which, fun fact, was originally supposed to be this episode. Heavy Object.
Spoilers.
Shakugan no Shana, Golden Time,
a
of
Heavy
course,
Object.
and
That's me.
the pet girl of Sakura. So I couldn't pronounce that correctly. So
They did
extended that.
the Konosuba movie. I didn't
They
know
did.
that.
They did.
Nice.
But
I
yeah,
haven't
they've
watched
got
it,
they've got a track record there. A lot of those hits or misses. Again, they've also animated
I guess
the
they
original
never hit,
series,
huh?
which is a whole beast on its own. But besides that, the series aired from like 2009 to 10, total of 24 episodes, and it did eventually get 2 seasons. It got the second season Railgun S and the currently airing Railgun T. Which is animated far better than these past 2.
God,
I will
I
tell you
hope
that.
so.
It looks real nice. The opening's pretty good. But
I
yeah,
watched it. It's pretty decent.
that's basic. That's a basic introduction. But well, do you guys have any prior knowledge before we're
No.
watching this? Never.
I've
Never
heard
heard?
of I've heard of the Index series. I've heard of Railgun, but I've never been pushed to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I was never interested enough to pursue any sort of watching time. So
I knew that you liked
this
it.
is my first real experience. I knew Pino had an experience because it's a Pino show. Like it checks off all the boxes.
Yeah, and we'll go over the boxes later. Don't worry.
Yeah.
As for myself, since it did air so early in like this decade, like in 2009, I believe it might have been 2010 or maybe 11. Funimation had the rights to dub it and whatnot. And back in the day, they had that Funimation channel where like they actually aired anime on like TV, but you had to pay for a subscription and whatnot. They had an on-demand section. And as an inexperienced weeb in high school, I was just like, you know what, I'm going to watch anime here. I watched a bunch of anime I probably regret watching or have blocked out of my memory. But for some reason, this one stayed in my mind. I don't know why. I was just like, I'm going to watch this one. First episode, I was just like, oh, these are girls. Okay, I'm a boy. That's not for me. But I had to do something before school, so I was like, might as well watch. And since then, I've just been consuming Railgun information, moved on to Index, then took a little hiatus, then watched everything within the past like 3 months. And personally, it's a fun series for me. But we're gonna take a look at the side story, which probably could upset some people in the future. Like, why did you start with the side series? Because technically it happens before the main series, and that's how I watch it. So screw you, dude.
Yeah, dude. Let's Pino pick this show.
Yeah, let me pick my bad shows.
Yeah, let Pino make the mistakes for us.
Yeah. And then when I make a mistake and then it turns out like you like it, I'm gonna hate myself. That's gonna happen one of these days. I'm gonna cry myself to sleep.
God, I hope so.
But yeah, no, it's been a while since I've seen it, so it was nice to go back to watch the first like experience to this.
That's fair.
But yeah, whenever is there anything else you guys want to add? Like nothing else you encountered?
I really just barely I knew the names and that's it. Like literally there's a part where the main character of Index shows up and I'm like, "Oh, I like this guy." And Pano's like, "That's the main character for the main show." And I'm like, "Oh."
Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of tie-ins, especially when we watch these types of shows, which is fun. That's if people recommend it, of course. I'm not going to, spam it in 1 month or one season because that doesn't seem fair to all the other shows.
Yeah.
When we watched DBZ twice.
That's not me. I didn't pick that.
JoJo twice.
That was fair though because we got season 5.
Yeah, we got
we
season
all agreed
5.
on that.
I had to keep a promise, my man.
You're right. And you're a man of your word, so I appreciate that.
I'm a man of my turds.
But enough talk. Let's get started with the
How about you?
How about you? So let's start with the OPs and the EDs.
Oh boy,
starting
as
off
we
strong.
usually do. We're gonna start off with
moderately okay.
Well, we'll see. We'll express our feelings later. Let me finish my spiel. Let me finish my Steven Spielbergs. Okay. So the openings and endings, the openings have the same artists, and so do the endings. They have like 2 different artists. So the first one is called "Only My Railgun," sung by Fripside, and I believe,
Dude, I'll see you on the
only
flip side.
Thank you. Wow, what a great joke!
Hook, line, and sinker.
And it aired as the ending for season, or for the first episode's ending, but it ran from like the first half, like episode 2 to 14. Yeah. And I think it's a nice way to introduce the show. I mean, like, the song is, I'll tell you, the song's pretty catchy.
Dude, the song slaps super hard.
It slaps me so hard that I cry myself at night. That there's no like singular full version on YouTube. But yeah, that's the one thing I never forgot the first time I watched it. It was that bomb ass opening. But I'll let you guys take it from here because I want to hear your guys' opinion.
Garb, you go first.
I mean, I'll let you really dissect, but I mean, we both, Chuck and I, agree that the visuals aren't the strongest, but I really like the song. I just,
yeah,
it's good. It's catchy, and it reminds me of like Choudenjihou, or vocal
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. And so for those of you who haven't heard this song, it's got like that kind of like electric kind of vibe to it, which is kind of fitting because the main character is an electric master.
It's a zappy. Zap.
And it's very poppy. It's got its little like slow parts to it. Like I describe it kind of like maybe pop, like trance music sort of, maybe. Not too trance, maybe house.
I would not. I'm like trance music.
Trance is a little extreme, I think. But it's got a lot of those synths. J-trance. Jance.
Jance.
Hey, Jance. But it's fun. It's a fun song. I personally think it fits, at least for me, because again, the show when we get into the meaty gritty, like the show isn't gonna like throw action into your face. It's more of just like it's these people hanging out and doing stuff.
Yeah.
But as something to catch your eye, it has its moments. But again, it is a little slow. It is a little dated, at least since I did see the new season. So the animations.
You can tell this was a show that it was made in the 2000s with Flash animation, or not Flash, but digital animation.
Yeah,
God, if this was
some
Flash,
of the earliest stuff. You even have your 3D bits in there, like the coin flip. I think was 3D.
The coin flips are all 3D. The cans are 3D. The cars are 3D. The mechs are 3D.
Yeah, and the fans. You said the fans, right?
Fans and some
subway cars.
Some camera movements are in 3D space, which is a little jarring, but I don't remember too much of that, only in the opening.
Right.
So, this opening is fine. The song is good, but visuals pretty generic. Like, it shows all the characters.
It starts off strong.
I'd agree. I mean, it has a nice little panoramic view of the city, and then it kind of turns 3D. That's where I get a little lost. I'm just like, could have just done like a different type of transition for me. But yeah. I mean, it's not ugly. It's just
it's not ugly. It's fine. It does its job. There's not as much characterization as I wish there was, because all these characters have their own deal. So I wish there was a little bit more of that. But you know what? It's fine.
They didn't even like.
It's not going to rock the world. So
it didn't even like show JPEGs of characters.
I was surprised that there were no like real JPEGs. There
was only like the ending one, like where they were just sitting there.
But I can forgive and like the last shot being a JPEG. I can forgive that. I'm not a supreme asshole.
That's like a supreme pizza, dude.
Yeah, there's everything on it. I got onions on me.
I got JPEGs.
I got some mushrooms on me.
Got the 3D.
Dude, there's so much 3D on me, dude. This ain't a
You're
flat
almost
pizza.
all geometry.
Bro, this is a deep dish pizza right here.
Is this Geometry Dash?
Guys, can we play Geometry? I fucking love Geometry. They took out the hardest song.
Oh, really?
It's sad.
Like the OG hardest song, they took out when I was playing it again,
guys,
like 2 years ago or whatever.
Pour one out for Geometry Dash, guys.
Guys, pour one out, bro. I still have it on my fucking shitty ass iPod Touch.
Good.
Hey.
That's still on iOS 6 or 5.
That's very secure.
It's very good. Good thing I only have the Super Smash Brothers playlist on it.
Right.
But yeah,
so
opening one's fine. Fine. It does its job.
If I had the option, I would download this song, but I forgot to. Again, for the past 10 years.
Well, you wouldn't download a song, would you?
I mean, I'd... Oh no, aren't I the anti-skill police officer?
You are! You're under citizen's arrest.
I can't believe it. We're still on this bus.
This
all your
whole
iPod songs
actually,
are now forfeit.
This whole podcast just takes on the bus. It's just the three of us talking.
It's just not. It doesn't stop. Everybody wants to get on, but sorry, we rented out the bus.
No, we have to go 50 miles per hour or faster, or else the bus will explode.
What?
When did this become rush hour? What the hell?
This is not right. Wait. You think rush hour?
Dude, Pino ain't gonna be in rush hour.
It's in speed.
Oh.
Yeah, speed is the bus movie,
have
right?
Speed in rush hour, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, Speed, isn't that the one with,
it's
that one with
Speed.
Selena Gomez?
No, actually, they're Czechoslovakian.
No, it's with Keanu Reeves. Speed is the bus one, where the bus can't go under the thing. What the fuck is Sony Crackle? What is that?
Anyways.
I don't know. Anyways.
Keyboard
opening one's fine.
Ending one is My Dear Friend by Elisa. I believe that's what it's called. And I like it. It's a catchy song. It's very nice and relaxing. I think it's a good way to end a show, or at least have an ending theme like that. You have just them interacting. It's mostly a bunch of them just walking and a couple of nice little inverted colors in their endings for the character headshots. Some cool shadow work they did with some cans. But, it's nothing to write home about. Like, it's not something you're going to be like, oh, dude, oh. It's not like, what did we watch last time? Beyond the Boundary.
Beyond the Boundary?
Not that type of ending.
It's kind of unfair putting any show after Beyond the Boundary's ending and opening, because those are...
But I do
you know-
appreciate how the transitions usually do follow the beat of the music, which is
Yeah.
nice. Like, I know Chuck he loves when that happens, but
Yeah,
you know,
no,
it's something nice.
Yeah, it's once again, it's fine. It's nothing to write home about. The song gets stuck in my head. As much as I hate to admit it, like this is one of the songs that I just hear, "Dear my friend, every day now." Like that's stuck in my head. Sometimes.
With you.
Every noche.
And it's but like the one thing that I kind of dislike is that they reuse the walking animation when it's the four of them, because they have the shots of the 2 and 2, and then they have
pairs.
the shot of all four walking.
Yeah.
And I wish they
Interacted.
animated more frames than
I
the
kind of
ones
wish they
that
interacted a little bit.
Yeah, but it gets the job done.
Does
It's
it,
fine.
yeah. At least the song always felt like it fit in with the context of the episodes where
Yeah.
they put the ED in. It
That
always
was good
felt
because it
just
wasn't
right.
it wasn't jarring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't a shield.
No, but Shiavase has just such a charm to it. You can't be like,
Oh no
Yeah.
no.
oh no.
I guess technically the 1.5 ending, I believe it took place. I forget what episode it did. I think it was. Let's see here,
Believe it.
episode 12. It's called "Smile, You and Me." It's also by Elisa. I'm just going to talk about this ending first because we'll just move on twos after. This one, I believe it's a direct English translation to "Dear My Friend." I think, but it's a much slower, more acoustic version of the song. Same rhythm. I did not remember this ever happening when I watched it, but I enjoyed it a lot hearing it. I was just like, is this in English? Like, did Funimation still dub songs? But it's actually the same singer.
Interesting.
Yeah. They
You
still
can
use the
tell
same
a
animation.
little bit because it's a little bit. You can hear a little bit of the Japanglish in there, but I
yeah, a
love
little
that.
bit of the accent. Yeah, no, that makes it
I love
all the
it.
better.
Yeah, we like Japanglish. This is a pro Japanglish podcast.
Of
Yeah.
course.
And I just like I'd fit the mood at least for that episode. That was once they solved the issues of the first arc, which was good.
First arc was kind of eh.
Yeah.
We'll talk about
I like
that
the song.
later.
I like the song a lot.
Yeah, the
but
song's
again,
good, though.
they did use the same animations, or a couple of the same animations. But you know,
I
overall,
can't, whatever, it's fine.
it was a nice surprise. It was like getting an extra donut in your dozen.
Oh, dude.
Well, that's what they call baker's dozen, my friend.
But I don't know Troy Baker.
Oh no, he's my
sorry.
best bud. I gotta introduce you sometime.
You bring him on the show, man.
Okay, Troy Baker.
Come here.
It's not an animal.
He's a. Come on, Troy. We got bad anime.
Troy.
Troy.
Troy won't come for bad anime. He'll come for anime he's part of.
What about Troy Bolton?
Oh,
Troy
dude,
Bolton
get your
show?
head in the game. Got to get your head into the game in Academy
get
City.
your head in the game, guys. I can't believe there wasn't any sports in this anime.
Not this season, unfortunately.
There was video
Was there
games.
some next season? Ah, damn.
Yeah, no, there's in both Index and Railgun they have what they call a Daihase festival, which is the
Bless you.
which is like basically like Japanese schools like competing in friendly sports, and that's I feel like
Yeah,
that
the-
would have been something you or at least Chuck, I think Chuck would enjoy tremendously because
Chuck's a cool guy.
Chuck's a cool guy. He digs up all that slice of life stuff, you know.
I do. That's why JoJo Part 4 is my favorite because it's slice of life.
It's correct. Right. So the second opening, there's 2 for the season, 24 episodes. Next one's called, let me see my notes here. It's called Level 5 Judge Light. Again, sung by Cripside. And it's not as big of a banger as the first one, but it still fits the mood.
That's
Same singer.
debatable. They're both very good. It's hard to compare them.
I like them both.
I think I like the first one better.
I can't decide. Not right now.
I decided for you.
Fuck you.
But it keeps the same energy. The animations,
Except for
I
they
think they're
did have
more.
JPEGs.
Yeah. They had more JPEGs in this one. You know what I love? I'm gonna be real with you. When Uiharu's doing the push-ups, I'm just like, look at her trying her best.
She's doing it. She's doing
yeah.
it
The
well.
form wasn't that good though. She bent her back.
Yeah, man.
Listen, she's learning.
Exactly.
Is she though? I liked seeing small teacher girl come out of the car because she's
Yeah,
like half the
Komoe
size of the car.
Sensei.
There's
Tomoe
the,
Sensei's good character. Man, it's so frustrating. We'll talk about this later. but I legitimately think that all the side characters are more interesting than the main cast.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
You know what's going to be funny? Once we if we eventually do ever watch Index, that's the way I felt as soon as I started Index. I'm like, damn, I want to explore these side characters, and in that anime, Misaka is a side character. Like, she's the quintessential side character, and she makes at least for me, she makes the show.
Wow.
Anytime she shows up, yeah. But
well, maybe we'll see. But
we'll see.
This opening,
there's just nothing memorable about opening 2.
More JPEGs.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
you get your little Easter eggs with some of the characters popping up on the screen or walking around, like Touma and the nun girl walking down the street.
Because Touma was in the last one too.
Yeah,
the first 6 seconds are literally just Durarara.
It's worse. It's worse Durarara.
But of course, it's worse. She's laying on the floor. She's just reaching the sky. Sky's the limit.
Yeah, but it's not very.
Sky is the.
It's not very visually.
And
interesting.
they show a bunch of JPEGs, and I'm like, God damn it!
Wait, don't forget the 3D car drifting.
Yeah.
Well, that's after the JPEG, and this is multi-track drifting. Please, but it once again, it's just okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of kind of stillish images, but I do like near the end where they're I don't know what kind of battle they're having, but where there's a lot of movement, explosions, teleporting.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's once again, works.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing to write home about. Mm-hmm. And it's fine.
I like the part where one of the characters uses Conqueror's Haki, or I believe it's Konari. She just opens her. She unlocks Ultra Instinct.
Yeah. Her eyes go, poof, and I'm like, uh-oh.
I'm just
no. The best thing is whenever what's her face is falling. I can't remember her name. I'm awful. Mikoto's
Kuroko,
falling,
Shirai.
and no, shut up. So Mikoto's falling, and she's shooting the beam up.
falling.
No, just she's falling, and she has the electric. But my player froze during that part, and her face is totally fucked up during that those frames. It's
you gotta love the animations.
No,
gotta love the stills.
No. The stills are funny. It's fine. It works again. I don't think the song is as good as the other one, and there was once again not enough characterization. That's that's the huge thing. Also, if you want to hear me more talk about openings, check out my YouTube channel. It has a video on anime openings. But one of the big things is the characterization of different characters in this opening and setting the mood for the show. I think the mood was set well enough. There's some action, there's some school life, yada, yada, yada. But there wasn't anything that really set characters apart as much. Yes, there are some distinct things that some characters do, but not enough to really give me the gist of what this character is. Let's just say, for example, because I really like this example. If you think about We Are, One Piece's first opening, even with very short tidbits of each of the main cast up to that point, you still get how these characters are, how they function with each other, what they do, what their role is, and you don't get that as much with this opening.
I feel like it only kind of stands out with the weaker ones, Saten and Uiharu at the beginning, with the push-ups and being at the desk. You get that Kuroko and Misaka have powers, but you don't really get a sense of who they are.
Yeah, which is a shame, because these characters are somewhat unique, so it's just you gotta make them known.
Yeah.
And this opening doesn't really do that. So, once again, it's fine. I have no real strong feelings. So,
we'll move on to the last one, which is ending 2. It's called Real Force, again, sung by Elisa.
That's the Espanol version.
We all had to find the Spanish Latino version since they don't have the regular version. I think it's a cover, but this one is interesting. I like the song a lot. The only issue is the green outlines.
Oh my god, the green and the purple outlines.
I like
so
it.
rough.
I don't know what you guys.
The green one is
eyes.
jarring for me, but everything else is great.
I like it. Fuck you guys.
I think this is my favorite song out of the openings and endings.
That's
for
fair.
sure. But once again, this ending, does its job, I guess. You know, shows characters. There's a little bit more characterization in this one, which I really like. The outlines are a bit
I think the purple ones work much better than the green ones.
I don't know. I just don't like either of them that much. Purple is better, but still not as great. You know?
I think they should, at least when they were outside, near the end in the grassy area, the green should not have been there.
Awful.
That should not have
was
been there.
so awful. That made me really upset. But there was enough, like, showing of the characters, like them taking pictures at the end, everyone's, like, faces and poses, what they're doing at this, like, picnic thing. So it works better as showing all these characters, which is a good thing, because the ending, once again, tail end of your show, kind of brings it all back together. It worked well with any of the big moments, like, I think it was episode 22 or 23, where it's spoilers. I don't know if you if you're dealing with spoilers or not here, if you want to watch it, but one of the endings, give me 2 seconds, I wrote it down. Episode 22 had different ending visuals at the beginning, showing like the teacher scientist lady, like, you know, on the ground with a breakdown. The crazy one was like smirking and getting everyone out. So it fit with that as well, which I really enjoyed, and it worked whatever they played it during the show. So it, I think like this ending, even with the colors are just rough, it's still, I think this is my favorite out of all of them.
It's pretty good.
I can see that. But again, overall, I think the openings and endings, I think the songs do their job, fits the theme, pretty catchy. Again, animation's a little hit or miss. I enjoyed all of it. It was a joy to see all of it again. I got a little nostalgic, I won't lie. I was just like, dang, I used to just eat cereal watching this, and then realized I was late for school. I'm like, well.
I think it's funny that you were watching this before you went to school, because
like, what am I supposed to do?
Well, I would be watching YouTube before school. Like,
see, I wasn't too big on YouTube back in high school. I was more of like, what's on TV?
Dude. High school and late middle school was the
prime.
Man,
I go to school to watch YouTube.
Sit in the computer lab.
That's where I lived.
No,
I
see,
heard the
nah, dude. In what was it? In middle school, I bought a copy of Minecraft.
Oh man!
On a USB stick for $1.
Wow. You brought it to
from
school,
some
didn't you?
kid named Chandler, not Chandler Bing.
Chandler.
And I don't know why I still fucking remember his name. I think this was 6th grade, maybe. But like, I bought a copy, and it was before the time when you needed an account to sign on online.
Oh my god! Well, those are the days.
So like, it was an old ass version, but that's what I remember doing in that, along with, you know, addicting games, miniclip, yada yada yada.
Dude,
Flash games in high school.
Dude, that one with the lines, where you draw the lines and you make the guy skate.
Line Rider?
That was a good game.
Guys,
had the
Line
Naruto song
Rider.
on that one, I think. No, that was a different one.
Man, guys, we're not talking about anime anymore.
I mean, we just got nostalgic.
This is the Funky Nostalgic Podcast
We're
now.
old, guys.
FNP, baby.
We're gonna die.
Guys, I can't believe we're dying.
I can't believe it.
This
either.
really is the last episode of the podcast.
I mean, now that we're done with the opening and ending, we can move on to presentation. Let's start with something a little easier. Let's start with the music.
Dude,
I think I like the music. It's pretty good.
The soundtrack was the best part of the show for me. It was so good. There was some tracks that are on par with K-On! And
There's maybe one song that was on track with the.
There's a couple
with K-On!
There's some that I will definitely listen to from here on out, just because I really like them. They're good.
Tune in next time when next week one of us calls the other person a weeb here on the A-Weebros. This is just pointing out the weeb in the room.
Yeah, dude. No, like, once again, fine. Like, there were some standout tracks, like Uiharu, Kazari. That's probably my favorite one. Because that one's very K-On!-esque. Like, that's a very slice of life type song.
And it happens. I love that it happens during those slice of life bits. It's just them deciding, like, where are we gonna eat? Aren't we meeting up with these guys? Like, oh, I'm on a bus. I'm just like, yes, give me more. More. No, I explained to you guys earlier, but just to have it on the podcast, it reminded me a lot of the Uiharu track reminded me about Gen 3 Pokemon for some reason. I don't know which one it is, but or which town, which one it is, but
I'll do some research.
That might have been it. I think that was like one of the early routes.
Yeah.
God,
dude, man.
I don't
Now
know.
I'm thinking about Gen
I
3
want to play
music.
Pokemon.
Yeah, thinking about
Guys,
Gen
we're gonna
3, man.
we're gonna do a Soul
play.
Link Nuzlocke Let's Play on our channel.
Good.
So subscribe. This isn't a lie.
I was like, this is news to me.
Well, who?
I don't even remember what a soul lock is.
But it's pretty good. You know, it's not bad and it's
Right.
not average. It's above average for sure.
Yeah.
It keeps
But-
the theming, which is nice. I mean,
Yeah.
you're not getting your like. I guess you did get some like heavy metal-esque tracks in there, but you get your electric beats. You get your cools for the cool time. You get your pianos for the sad times. Again, I like the soundtrack. I think some of them might have been used for the original series as well. So you got some new tracks mixed in with some old ones.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Which is
Why
nice.
some of them are
Yeah.
like so good, they probably just pick the best ones from Index.
Maybe.
Which would be
I don't remember which. I don't know which one they would be, but
Probably
yeah.
the battle area theme. If I had to put
Maybe.
money on it,
But
that's probably new. That's probably a yoinked from a different.
but I liked
But
them all. I was
It's-
very happy.
Yeah,
with
there wasn't any atrocious ones, which is a
Yeah.
plus. It was fine, passable. But it works. It worked with series. There was no jarring ones that pulled me out, and there were a couple that I'm like, oh yeah, it's this song, but heard better. I feel like I'm slowly becoming more and more cynical as this podcast goes on, and I'm dying.
Somehow I've gotten like easier on shows.
Softer.
Yeah.
No, well, because
I think I'm still a wild card.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pino, you can never guess what Pino's going to put on something. But, like,
I mean, at least sometimes I agree with you guys, like Overlord and yeah.
Overlord
That's
just
that Overlord. No, like,
It was Overlord.
I don't know.
I'll be real. I'll be real. So this is another sidetrack. I was talking to my cousin earlier today, and he was like showing me his anime list, and like right on number 9 was Overlord, and I was like, dude, that anime season 1 is garbage. I told him straight up. He's like, nah, dude, season 1's great. I'm like, dude, did you watch the same show? And that's literally how I said it. That like raspiness, like, dude.
sucks. Yeah, you fucking
Oh,
suck.
man. But
shit taste.
yeah, no, I find it hilarious how I watch most of the shows he's watched and most of the shows I've watched. Like we're going down the same path. You just start a little late.
It happens. But,
yeah, Overlord's
you
bad.
guys should
Anyways.
start a podcast.
Overlord is bad. I'm sorry, guys. Overlord 1 is bad. I
Yeah.
cannot say anything about Overlord 2, 300, whatever fucking episode they're on now.
Yeah, Overlord
But-
Shippuden.
You know, I think I've just become cynical enough because I've seen enough shows
Yeah.
that I have a baseline.
Right.
Well,
Like if you reach that
Yeah,
baseline,
I'd call it taste.
I'm okay with that. Yeah,
You know, you've developed,
Taste.
you've acquired a higher taste.
I'm looking at my Kirby figure.
I like
now, so
really
I've
edgy
definitely
shit.
acquired a good taste.
and really, really like calm, relaxing shows and nothing in between. It's like
Which is a shame because there's a lot of good in between.
no. I need either Berserk and blood and violence or Dragon Maid where nothing happens.
Wait a second, Dragon
Wait a
Maid
second.
stuff does happen.
Wait a
Nothing
second, Bobo is both.
Yeah, well,
Bobo is the perfect
Listen,
marriage.
Bobo's an
It's the
anomaly.
perfect marriage of the two. Guys,
You're an anomaly.
Yeah.
Oh, got him, dude. I love Bobo.
Yeah.
When are we? Ah, God.
Shh.
I know.
That's a
But,
surprise.
You'll never see it coming. What's next, Pino?
Well, I mean, now that we've talked about like how shows kind of look and feel, like let's talk about those animations, the backgrounds, anything. Let's go in
Guys,
there.
The backgrounds didn't really jump out at me.
Yeah, they
hate to break
weren't.
it to you.
Yeah,
They were
there were some
fine.
nice vistas when the time called, like when they were in the big spider arc and like they're on top
Dude,
of the
Big Spider
building.
arc, best arc in the
Dude,
show.
Big Spider, good for economy. How many times do I have to tell you?
I love the Big Spider arc, but like, it's literally futuristic school setting, and you've seen that before, so you know what you're gonna see. There was nothing really inventive. Like I did like big spider hideout where it was kind of like greased up and grody, but like overall there was nothing that was like, oh, that looks nice.
Yeah.
Right.
So it was just like, and that can really go for the whole show. Like, that's how I feel. Like, you've seen nearly all of this before.
Yeah.
This is not a new concept, even back in 2009.
Yeah.
This is not a new thing that you will be seeing.
It looks like it wants to be Tokyo. And then, that's it.
I mean, it is so. If I'm gonna go into more details, it is central. Like the Academy City is, I believe, technically a separate island off the coast of Japan that they created specifically for these children, scientific research, and so technically they're Japan, but not really associated. But that's how it goes.
It never really, I don't know. It just felt like they were in another town. It didn't.
Another town.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I knew they had districts, but none of the districts looked different than each other.
Yeah.
They all seemed like the same place.
They really don't show it off that well in this season, and not even in the series. In Index, there's actually different levels of Academy City. So like, there's an underground. There's like 500. There's like a couple underground levels, and they're like, since there's no sky, they had to make like an artificial like sky with like cameras and like mirrors and whatnot. I think those areas are much more interesting, and I do agree. It's all samey. It's a town. It looks kind of futuristic, but
Pino.
again, no, yeah.
Do they have to take a warp pipe to get to the underground levels?
I believe there's elevators, and I believe there is like a winding road.
Every day
So like,
is a winding road.
but yeah, no. The world itself is huge. It's just not accurate. It's not represented pretty well here. Because they all live, they're centralized, at least in this show, in around the Tokyo School
Entirely
District,
within Academy City.
the School of Learning, and a couple other districts, and this is the top level. This is real sky. But yeah,
Dude, this is the sky high of Academy City.
God damn it! It's sky high again.
I like Sky High. It's a good
Sky
movie.
Yeah,
High
it's
is
probably
a good
like
movie.
the show.
Guys, winner.
Well, it's
when are
just
we
My
watching
Hero
Sky
Academia.
Dude.
But better, because there's
What
a
do you-
dude who turns into goop.
You're right, and there is what's his name?
And glow
Mr.
in the
Russell.
dark boy,
Dude, Russell Crowe.
Kurt Russell.
Kurt, right?
Yeah, Kurt Cobain. Rest in peace.
It's me, Kurt Cobain, your dad.
I'm dead. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
I don't have a son.
No, I don't have a son. I am just not impressed by the presentation. There's some shots where I'm like, oh, okay, that's like pretty neat, pretty cool, but there was not enough to stir me from being, like, I could look away from the dub because I watched it dubbed. I could look away and not miss anything really important visually most of the time. Which
most of what you'll be seeing is when Misaka uses her electric moves.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that one of the cooler powers, teleportation, is like
teleportation, so they just go.
Why
Yeah,
do
they
you think
blitz
it's
in and out.
teleportation? They're like, oh, yes, let's do it as a teleporting move so we don't have to animate it. And the animation team went, yay!
They went, okay.
Yeah, but and it's a shame because like Kuroko is one of the I guess more of the main action people in the show. So like you wish you could see a little more, but
I did
happens.
like the teleportation sound effect though. That was good.
Yeah.
The sound effects at least in the show are great. I don't know if you heard whenever the actual main character from the show came in, when he blocks things with his hands, it goes like like that. That's that sound effect is probably one of my favorites.
The
in
sound
any show.
design in the show is good, despite
Except,
the
like,
other design of the show.
In the first couple episodes, they way overused, like, crowd noise, and it was really hard for me.
No, but that's my favorite because you can't hear the characters.
Yeah, no, I literally, like, there's too much information in my brain.
They can't hear me right now.
And I was like, what is
My
happening?
background noise.
Yeah.
What?
It's pretty bad.
Like that. No, like
But
literally.
they
it's like
did
that.
better about
Yeah,
it after
I can
the
agree.
first couple episodes. They did much better.
Someone was probably like, "What the fuck are you doing?" when
again,
they were doing.
You can't hear anything,
Right.
idiot.
Right. But again, mostly what you're going to come for is the reason the name is Railgun. You're like, okay, if she's a railgun, she's probably going to act like a railgun. So, you get those electrical bits, which are
Natural
nice.
conclusion.
Again, yeah. What you don't expect is all the weird, gruesome things that happen, like the
Fetus.
like the fetus baby and it like multiplying and whatnot.
It just turned into freaking mother, dude.
It's mother. Where's Porky?
Where's Porky? Oh, you're not mother.
All right.
Guys,
I will say I enjoyed some of the action bits. I like the action bits, especially when she started using her powers more creatively and whatnot.
Man, I don't know. I get it. This isn't a wholly action show, so I don't want to be, a butt about it. But with something like we saw before with Beyond the Boundary, which is by a channel, or not by a channel, by a studio that traditionally does slice of life. But and Beyond the Boundary was made in 2013, so obviously there were a couple years where developed more, so I won't, stand all in that. But the action in that show was so much more impactful to me than.
But let's look at the track record of Kyo Anime and JC staff.
Well,
we get a lot of good stuff from Kyo.
Well,
we get a lot of great stuff from Kyo.
But see, the thing is, that doesn't matter because it's it should work beyond who made it. You should not be comparing an anime to be like, oh, this is better out of everything that JC Staff has made. That's wrong. It should be, how does this anime stand up in general? And it does not stand up as well.
It happens, unfortunately. Where you'll be like, it's never a good argument, but it is the argument people make.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, they're stupid and wrong because it doesn't. Literally, if a studio put out one really bad...
Now I can defend One Piece.
Oh my goodness.
Just because they all look ugly doesn't mean it is ugly.
First off, the ugliness was a choice. And second...
I chose to be ugly.
Well, yeah. But literally, it's like if an anime studio put out something fucking fantastic and then put out some trash. Mm-hmm. The thing is, you don't want to compare that to each other just as on its own. You want to compare it to the whole sphere of anime. You don't want to confine something yes, we talk a lot about Kyoto animation shows and how well they are, a lot of things that are shared between them, but you can still bring any of their shows out into the general sphere of anime and you're still oh, that's a good show. So you don't want to be oh, this is one of the better ones that JC Staff has made. No, you want to hear how it is in general. And it isn't really as impactful as a lot of other shows we've watched, even just on this podcast. And so while it is fine, it works, it's still not impressing me. There's nothing that stood out. And that's what fucking sucks about it. Because, there's some, cool things, they all have powers, levels, blah, 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 artificial, power scaling, blah, blah, blah. But there's just nothing that was oh, this is what super differentiates it from something else. It's girls and boys, anyone, who has a superpower in school. They made a fucking live-action movie, Sky High, with this same basic premise. They have powers, they go to a special school because of it. And so it's... I don't know. I just feel there's stuff that...
I think you're focusing too much on the superpowers rather than the theming of this. We'll go into the plot later, but it does focus more on the weaker side of the populace of Academy City rather than the powerhouse.
I did like that. That's why I like the Big Spider arc so much, because it focused on people who do not have those powers, and that's why I was that's cool. I like the society. I mean,
they do the same thing in the first season with the level upper. They're focusing on all the people who wish they had powers.
I don't feel it was made as well. I would disagree.
I think it's just I think it's paced a little slower because within the first couple of episodes, you get your plot lines that are solved within the episode. You get Eyebrows Girl, you get Teddy Bear Terrorist, and you get Naked Teacher who's taking off her clothes everywhere. Yeah. It's very slow, all feeling self-contained, and yet they all tie in to the last bits of the arc. It's I get why she had this power. I get why his power kept increasing. I get why I don't get why she took off her clothes, but I get why she's more apparent in the show.
Dude.
It happens. very slowly, but I think maybe a little too slowly.
I don't think like the pacing wasn't my issue. I just feel like with the level upper as compared to Big Spider, it showed the two sides of being a lower leveled or a non-leveled Esper, where it's either, oh, I want to be stronger through being like an Esper, I want to level up, yada, with the level
Gamers.
upper. But with Big Spider, it's those people who are like, we don't have it, but we're going to stick together because we're still people and we're still our own people. And they didn't tie themselves to being an Esper or needing to have a power. That's why I like that so much. And that's why having the dynamic between Wataru and the other girl, I can't remember her name because I don't have the list up.
I think it's Watsky or something like that.
Watsky. But like regardless, it adds a cool character dynamic and something that you can look at and be like, oh, there's a little bit more like real world implications. You can see this happening and you can see that like, yes, I just like that a lot more. I think it's just up to personal preference.
Right.
I
think
just really liked Big Spider. And also Big Spider's a stupid
I like
name.
Big Spider too, but I think I personally like the level upper more. And in my defense, it's like the people affected by the level upper arc and whatnot, those are people who really felt down upon themselves. They're like, man, I feel like I'm worthless because I'm here at this special place where I'm supposed to be getting powers, and well, I don't have any. And then this magical item, well, not magical, scientific item called the level upper shows up, and you're just like, you're faced with that choice, and you don't really get to see it too well with these side characters, but you do get to see it really well with Saten, one of the characters in there, where she's struggling.
Which I called during the first and second episodes that she was going to get a power,
but it's set up
and
that way.
save the day by not having a power.
You can tell the fact because in the first episode she's just like, oh, level 5s are all stuck up, like yada yada yada. They don't care about us. That's that like from that moment. If you didn't know what was gonna happen, then
well, yeah, I'm just
you're
saying,
probably not thinking about it too much.
You're not.
But yeah, no, it was very
bulb in
apparent.
the airplane.
You even get the side of the people with power, even with Misaka, thinking about like, dang, like she just told me like she feels worthless as a level 0, and I'm just like, how do I answer that? Like, I feel like it tackles these things very like in an interesting way, in a very kind of, I think, realistic. Because like in that situation, it's like, what am I gonna say? Like, cheer up, you get your power. Nah, dog, I'm not gonna lie to this person right here. I don't know how to act in that way. But I feel like it's just more grounded in that arc. Like I enjoyed the thinking rather than what was happening and whatnot.
I like Big Spider.
Big Spider.
I don't know. We'll talk about that later in the plot,
Yeah.
even though I talked for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, we took about it.
I'm sorry, but
That's fine.
it's true. I just feel about it. Presentation though, None of the fight scenes really went
It
like,
did
there
get better
some-
over
Oh yeah,
time.
no, for sure. The second set of episodes from like 23 onward were like better. I could I just liked those a lot better.
But let's see. We talked about presentation. I guess we'll move on to the plot. So this anime it covers 2 major arcs, at least for the manga. It covers, like we mentioned, the level upper arc, which was the incident where there was an item called the level upper that would allegedly power you up. So people who weren't powerful, like level 0s and 1s, can augment their powers or even make them come out by listening to these beeps and boops like Mr. Krabs in that SpongeBob episode.
I would like for you to play that song again.
Which one, man?
The one that goes beep beep boop boop beep beep.
Nah, you're thinking of the one that goes.
No, I think it's beep beep boop bop beep.
Beep boop boop bop.
No, bop beep beep boop. Ah! Guys, we're brain dead.
Yeah.
Yes. And so that was the first part. The second part, it takes a while to develop, but the second part is actually about the poltergeisting incident, which is the second arc. I'll let you know, and this is a thing that I feel like we should start I'm just gonna tell you this right now. The majority of what we saw was actually filler.
Oh.
Yeah. So episodes
Yeah.
13 to 25. Oh no, 24. Sorry, were mostly that was mostly filler.
Oh, that
All filler.
explains why I zoned out at about that point.
So 13 was the
I
bikini
liked-
episode, and
you know what's-
I believe
you know what's
most
funny?
of Big Spider was
Well,
technically
'cause-
filler.
Well, see, that's I you know why I like Big Spider so much, because it focused on the supporting cast and not the main characters, and that's the same thing with the anti-skill people. Like, I like that a lot because this world has the capacity to be an interesting one, and I feel like the side characters made it more known and like showed more of that world than what they did with the main cast. And I must give credit to the show. That was a interesting beach bikini episode. That's not
I thought
just
it was funny.
Yeah, I liked it.
Pigtails
I
was
thought it was
savage.
cool
at a
and
couple
smart.
points.
Huh?
Pigtails was savage, dude.
Yeah, man.
Well, yeah, of course.
And then you get a special appearance from Boa Hancock. That was kind of uncalled
Yeah,
for.
I saw that and I'm like, I know this. Is that Boa?
Flashbacks.
Yeah, nah, bruh, but she can't top Boa.
You even get those funny references. I remember you mentioning the space
There's
odyssey.
a 2001 Space Odyssey. That got a chuckle out of me. The fucking obelisk on the moon, and then fucking Shirai has a bone in her hand, and I'm like, this is art. This is art. I thought that was so funny.
How classy.
I never expected that sort of reference in the show, and it just made me giggle because I was like, fuck.
A lot of the humor picks up from that point, which I do appreciate.
Yeah, I
And-
like when they leaned into humor a little bit more. I liked it more. I think, well, because you know me, I'm a funny guy. I like the ha-has and the hoo-hoo. But I just feel like they felt more like real people. You know, there's a lot, because once again, one of the things that filler can do really well, if it's done correct, is to
Build upon.
add that characterization and like show you what kind of character they are without needing it to have to relate to the main plot, because literally, like
the main subplot.
yeah,
Because don't forget, this is a spin-off.
yeah, like, but it just worked better. Like when you saw, the three anti-skill people like celebrating, and with what's her name, Glasses Girl,
You got Tesso and
Tesso with like Tesso, her whole episodes. Didn't she have 2 episodes?
I
Or
believe
one?
she had one.
She
Well,
had
she
one-
had no. She had one. It just felt like 2.
Yeah, she had one and appeared in a lot of others, and it's just like that worked well. And the same thing with the dormitory lady, like that whole episode.
Headmistress.
Yeah, the head
Dude,
mistress.
you like the
I
part where
liked-
she literally killed Kuroko twice?
Yeah, that was my
Just
favorite.
snapped her neck.
Yeah, no, that made me giggle. That the fucking snapping, everyone's just like, oh.
Hey man, you don't mess with teachers.
You're right. You're right. But like those filler like episodes, I feel helped flesh out the world, show more characters, because for the most part there were only 4 characters that we were really paying attention to.
Yeah.
And that like can work. It can work super well. But also, if the 4 characters aren't fucking bang on with their characterization, then like why should I care enough about them? And while all the main characters, the main 4, were somewhat interesting in their own right, and they each had their own little things, I felt like having the extended cast take episodes worked really well for the show.
What I personally appreciated is they gave them their generic personalities near the start. You know, you had Kuroko as your Siscon, you had Mikoto as your cool girl, you had Uiharu as a quiet one, you had Saten as the bubbly one. But I liked as the episodes progressed, you kind of see them change over time. You get to see Saten's weakness and fear of being left behind, being a disappointment to the family. Uiharu's kind of uncertainty, her like not wavering in her judgment duties, but like her trying to be a role model to this person who reminded her of herself when she came to the city, helping people out. And you even see Kuroko, who you would never think would ever end calling people sissy or onesama. You see her slap Uiharu, and then you see her like kind of like regret doing that. I'm just like, okay. Like, I was not expecting any of that, especially with the first, like, 10, maybe 7 episodes. I'm just like, okay, these are generic, but I do like that they were able to flesh them out further. And that's what I appreciate in shows. Like, I'll wait. Personally, I don't mind waiting.
Us too. Yeah, we'll wait as we're reading hundreds upon hundreds of chapters of One Piece. Like, I'll wait. We're in the middle of, like, a 2-month thing of backstory of just one dude.
Luckily, this One Piece backstory is a lot of them are pretty groundbreaking. This
backstory in particular is beautiful. I love. It's so good. We'll talk about One Piece another time. But for now.
But yeah, I do agree those fillers was needed. As someone who watched both Index and Railgun, I had this same feeling about the side characters watching Index that you feel about the side characters watching Railgun. Which is why I'm starting you off this way, because screw you, you're gonna understand my pain. But yeah, with those tie-in series, the entire world does flesh out. It even takes you outside of Academy City, which is nice. So if someone recommends the show, just be ready. Be ready.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, this is not a show that I would not recommend. This is not a don't watch this show kind of show. This is a very specific type of show that you got to be in the right mood and the right mindset to watch, for sure. But it is not a bad show. And
it's just not groundbreaking.
Yeah, I've probably made it sound like I fucking despise this show, which I don't. Yes, it was boring at times. Yes, there were points where I'm just like, I'm going to go watch Red Letter Media stack fucking
VHS
cassette tapes on top of each other.
Look at us.
And like, but it is fine. It's not bad. Yeah. It is not bad, especially during the second half of this season, which I think I was very cynical. If you were in our Patreon, which you should join for just $1. $1 a month, and you can join and talk to us about anime that we're watching right now. Yeah.
Even anime we're not watching for the show. Just come in and chill.
Sometimes
we have some
we
good
talk
conversations.
About bad anime that is basically hentai, but we don't talk about that.
Sometimes we talk about dreams I had. I don't know.
those are my favorite times.
Yeah, man.
But like, it's a show, and it's not awful, and it's not groundbreaking. So. Yeah. You have to go in with the right mindset. I probably didn't as much, but I was very cynical at first, and then my enjoyment definitely went up. Especially,
I could tell, especially when you were typing in the later half. I was like, okay, Chuck's not gonna trash it too bad. So,
yeah, no,
these box of tissues are here for no reason.
there's definite issues with the show. I will not deny that. There's definitely things that could be improved. There are definitely things that. Personally, I disliked, and I know that's my opinion, but it's my opinion. That's exactly what I was thinking. But it's it's a show, and you gotta go into the show and be like, okay, I'm gonna go sit down and watch these girls zap people and flip up skirts, and
toss a coin.
Better have a good time.
Toss a coin.
Toss that 100 yen.
Maybe accidentally wear these awkward clothing that make you feel uncomfortable. But
man, I was so happy.
We'll get into her later. We'll talk about characters.
No, I was so happy during one of the scenes where they're at the arcade and they got some 100 yen coins from the change machine, and I'm just that brought me back. Because I lived in Japan. Yeah, I lived in Japan. So those arcades, that just makes my heart super happy. So
no, good. I like that. Specific episode that we all probably had a little moment about, that video game episode.
Oh yeah,
I loved the shitty models of the characters.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
What
was his name? Jamie?
Yeah, that was the secret.
It was Jamie's ending. You got to get to it. It's the best one.
Watch the whole thing.
Yeah, it's what that's what I'm saying. That filler to expand the world. There's still things that happen beyond earthquakes and a fetus and children being. I'm not wrong. This is
not.
fucking Binding of Isaac
Pink
Part
Eye.
3 and Pink Eye, with the Sharingan. But like, regardless, it's works. And I know, Pino, you said before that this show focuses on world building first, and during the first half, I'm like, there's not a whole lot of good world building. But then the second,
it's a slow grind. And I completely understand.
Then the second half, I was like,
especially
okay,
when you get one of the characters, Dr. Kiyama, she's defeated at the end of like 12, and you're just like, okay, they just threw her away. No, you just have to wait a long time to see her.
Yeah,
again.
no, I was happy that they brought her back because I knew, because they set that up, and then they just tossed her aside basically, and I'm like, that cannot be it. And this is one of the other things that like a lot of shows fall into the trap of. I talked about this before, but like setting up for this big villain, this big fight, but it's like halfway through the series.
Yeah.
And so they try and go back to the slice of life, relaxed side of it, and it stumbles a little bit. And like this show picked up its feet very well, especially with some of the anti-skill, the earthquake, which the earthquakes were actually set up really early in advance, which I was very happy with.
Yeah.
Again, it's a slow burner. I mean, it's like regular life. Like your package is arriving in like 5 days from Amazon if you don't have Prime, and you just kind of have to live your life until you can build like a cabinet or get your video game you wanted. That's how I relate everything. If you're going too slow, though, I'm just like, please, I want to leave.
My package is coming in tomorrow.
Dude, my package was supposed to come in on the 17th. I got it on the 8th.
Oh, dude,
that's the best feeling. I don't even have Prime.
Dude, congrats! No, I bought cookbooks and a drawing book, and that's coming in tomorrow. So
that's
what's up. It's what's up, bro. But this show, I was very, very mean at first, and I grew. And you know what? I don't think we talk about this on the podcast enough, but whenever we talk about a show, most of the time, if I was gonna rank something at the start of an episode and I was gonna rank it at the end of the episode,
we should do that.
The end would always be higher.
Like, we should actually do that.
No,
that'd be a fun idea. Just like give your initial thoughts and then be like a preview. Like when we say our history, you're just like, it's gonna be a 2, and then at the end you're just like, it's not really a 2.
Well, because like
a 1.
I really like talking about these shows with you guys because it just brings to mind things that I wouldn't have thought about and bring to
I get to
different
see other people's opinions.
The less numbers I have to put on things, the better.
Hey, Garb,
Math
do you
is
have
hard.
anything to say? Because we've been really talking.
No, dude.
I want to hear from you, dude.
If I have something to bust in, I'll burst in.
He's got a bust.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Don't say it, Pino. I know you were going to say something.
I was gonna bust my AIM diffusion fields.
Oh no, not the. I also knew that the AIM diffusion fields were gonna fucking mean something.
They brought it up every chance they could.
Yeah, they're like, you mean the electric field that all espers put out, but unconsciously? Yes,
Dude,
that's the one.
Yeah, there's no way that could be used for anything because they're all just it's a byproduct. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Psych.
But yeah, it's plot's pretty okay.
And again, the first half technically happens before Index, and all the filler happens in between the first season of Index. So that's something nice to note because we'll talk about a miscellaneous, but we'll get there.
Just in case we get around to watching Index someday.
Yeah, maybe not.
Just mayhaps to do.
We're gonna watch the table of contents. But yeah, I think that's a good healthy amount of plot. I feel like we covered, if not like the gist of everything.
Yeah, we talked a lot about not plot, but I'm okay with that.
Let's move into characters pretty quickly. So let's start with the Ace of Toki Wadai, the one they call Railgun. We'll talk about Mikoto Misaka. She is I believe she is the 3rd ranked Esper in the city, which just means she just knows how to use her powers pretty good. Like she has a strong power, a strong ability. Being ranked number 3 is pretty cool, I think.
Yeah.
She's as tsundere as you can get when she's interacting with guys. when she's interacting with a certain guy.
Yeah.
But she does get her. she actually develops in this show, which is nice because she's not like part of the harem, quote unquote, that the main series has. She's her own individual character. She has her attitude. She has her personal way of thinking, and she's usually pretty joyous.
Yeah, I definitely grew like into liking her, Mikoto, because at first I was like, blah, main character, strong, big power, fights, blah blah blah. But her liking cute things and being embarrassed by that, and
wearing shorts,
wearing shorts, yada yada yada. I enjoyed her as they moved forward into the show, and she was just a kind of cool character.
They did a very good job of making it to where, okay, sure, she's ranked, or she's still powerful, but she's not. That's you still. There's more to it than just being having raw potential.
Big, strong. Yeah,
right. I like when anytime she's fighting. I think a couple times they mention like, is this all you got? And it's never all she got. She always holds back a little, depending on her prey, I guess, on the enemy. And I appreciate that because people with power will abuse power, but it seems like she's in the circle of like, yeah, I'm not gonna straight up murder you, dog. Just trying to stop you.
That'd be mean.
Yeah, that'd be mean, man. Gekida wouldn't like that.
No, Gekida would not like that.
I like the Gekida bit. Those are the best. Anytime she sees cute things, every time she sees cute clothing, I'm just like, dude, go for it. Don't be embarrassed.
Yeah, that was one of the frustrating things. I'm like, fuck it. Like I have like 12 miniature Kirby like statues in my room. Just
no one
all
can
over
judge
the
you.
place.
Kirby is a blessing.
Except
And
the
I have,
time
like-
you put them in your mouth.
Oh yeah, I judged you there.
God, I fucking forgot. That was in an episode, right?
Yes,
yeah,
it
that was
was.
recorded.
God, that was awful. Why did I do that? Regardless, don't listen to the old episodes. Old episodes are bad. Get to episode like 10 onward.
It's okay. You can skip our first season.
Yeah, no, skip half of the first season.
Okay.
Once you get to episode 13, that's when you want to start.
Yeah, that's where our memories begin. We don't remember anything before.
It's not
I remember the traumatic experiences from those first 12 episodes.
I only remember episode 0 and then 13 and onwards.
Episode 0 we really need to release for the patrons sometimes, because I like that. Or at least I liked that 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Because we recorded that in May, I think.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
We're old.
Yeah.
Guys, we're dying.
I like. Yeah.
One foot in the grave, man.
Last thing I'd like to say about Misaka, I do like how she kind of not growth, but I like how her knowledge or view on the world changed. In the beginning, she was very just like innocent of what was going on, but once she saw Kiyama's memories, when she was knees almost said balls deep, when she was like in deep with Big Spider, and then all these conspiracies with scientists and flashbacks and whatnot, she really just understands. She's like, well, dang, Academy City isn't as nice as it should be.
Well,
got some messed up people.
I was also not very surprised about that. About how Academy City, not the perfect city. Who'd have thought? I'm like,
What do you mean? This is not a utopia? What?
yeah.
But,
which is fine, whatever.
Misaka's fun. I that's the one character I remembered once many years after not watching the show. I'm like, man, I wonder what Misaka's up to. Let me watch this anime.
Yeah.
Let's see. Next on the list, let's move on down to her roommate, level 4 teleporter, Kuroko Shirai, a member of Judgement, which is kind of like I call it the security of the city because the police officers are anti-skill. But Kuroko Shirai, her underclassman, roommate, pigtails, very lewd, very
Rude.
very lewd, very rude, very cocky. She is infatuated with Railgun, Misaka, as she somehow managed to weasel her way into being her roommate. Will jump at any chance to just call her Sissy, or if you watch the dub, or Onesama when you watch the sub.
She tries to take her clothes off many times.
Yeah, many times, groping, and the usual sexual harassment stuff.
The things we do to
She
Pino,
wild.
you know.
Yeah, she wild.
I didn't. She wasn't my favorite.
Yeah, I know. She was.
It's hard to
She's-
like someone like that.
She's worse Nico.
Yeah.
And that's
and that's
pretty
saying
harsh.
something.
Yeah.
That's really saying.
Yeah.
No, like, I don't know. she toned it down, which Pino said she did, which I was happy with. But there was still
her jokes I think were a little too much. From what I've read, from what I've read on the forums, it's a lot of cliches. From what I read from the forums, and they did amplify that a lot more in the anime compared to the manga. She's a little more tame in that one. She still loves Sissy, but it's not to the extent of like, ooh, I'm gonna spike your drink, Sissy.
Yeah, no, that
was a little rough.
Yeah. At the beginning, like the first 4 or 5 episodes, there was a lot of like very close to like rapey type jokes, and I was just like,
that's not cool.
I don't
in this
like that.
day and age.
I'm not a fan of that. So
luckily, lightning is pretty effective against humans, so that's pretty fun.
80% water.
Yeah, man. Where does it go?
I don't know.
No one knows. But yeah, I do like her power. She teleports herself. She teleports her little needles. I like her sense of justice that she has.
Like Judgement, because that's what she's in.
She's judging you. I do like. She's pretty straightforward with y'all. I did mention she slapped one of the characters in the show because she was like forgetting she's like an officer. She's like, snap out of it, girl.
Yeah.
But like, she cares for her friends deeply, which is nice.
Yeah. Also, I just want to make sure that I remember saying this, but she's fucking QT from Space Dandy.
Yeah, the dub.
And it threw me off so much because I keep hearing that. And it's like,
when I heard QT first, I was just like, oh my goodness, this is Kuroko. This is good.
No, because like QT's voice has like the little robotic filter on it, and not hearing the robotic filter, but it's literally the same voice. I'm just like, no.
I know, right?
I miss QT. When are we watching fucking Space Dandy again and putting together a 5-hour episode?
Robot. Achoo.
Is that your final dandy?
I want to die.
Oh man, I miss Space Dandy.
That was a good
But yeah, Shirai's kind of me.
Yeah. I can see why.
Yeah.
Will I use her on my team on the Crossing Voids gacha game? Yes. No, we're not sponsored. Anyways.
We could be. That's the new Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh, God.
Hey, Kuroko, can I see you in my office for a second? Yeah, what do you need? Says here you call people sissy? Yeah, sissy. Oh, don't say that, please. Anyways.
About that?
What bit is that? What?
That's the commercial. Death Knight.
Oh,
or Freeze Knight, whatever his name is.
No,
you called for me, sir?
Oh, I didn't.
Anyways.
I didn't know that.
You've never seen the commercials? Fake gamer, dude.
No, I can't believe I'm a fake gamer.
gamer.
All I play is One Piece Treasure Cruise and Animal Crossing Pocket Camp.
You take that back.
No,
No.
Pino, it's your fault. You were the one who
careful.
told me to play.
Let's move on to Kuroko's partner. We're going to talk about Uiharu Kazari. She's a short-haired, black-haired girl with flowers on her head. She's pretty frail. I read on the wiki that she gets sick easily, and makes my heart break.
Relatable content.
Yeah, she is the tech side. She's like the support for
Tech
Kuroko's.
support.
Yeah. Hello, tech support. Uiharu speaking. Why are you talking like that, Uiharu?
No reason.
No reason. Continue. No, I'm sorry to all my fans. Anyways.
All one of them.
That's me. Anyways, she's part of Judgement. She does not attend the same school as Kuroko and Misaka. They go to a different school. As defined by her school outfit, they all wear their school uniforms for some reason every day, on the clock, on the hour.
Yeah, it's like a rule or something they mentioned in the show, and I'm just like, that's kind of a bullshit rule, but
which is
okay.
nice when they do not wear that, like the kimonos and like
I'm
style.
I'm a sucker for any anime character wearing a kimono. Like that's my shit.
But yeah, she is a very kind-hearted character. Bleeds for her friends. Bleeds for justice. Bleeds.
Oh no, she's bleeding. Someone get her some gauze. No,
Someone get a flower.
She actually does have a power. I think she's ranked level 1. And
level
her power is heating stuff. So she's like, I kept these cookies warm. I was
she's
like,
dude. God, I wish that were me though. Honestly,
Dude.
Yeah.
like, that's a pretty dope power. Like
man.
and also
can
that means you
cook
don't have
ramen.
to fight.
That's why I put it in the bit.
Wow.
Cooking that ramen, dude.
Wow.
Wow.
But you gotta wait the 3 minutes.
I'm an Esper.
No. No.
I'm gonna eat
Every
it now.
time you eat ramen, you gotta do 6 sit-ups.
Every time you eat 6 bottles of ramen, do a push-up.
sit-up. Wait, that's not right. But Uiharu is a pretty good character. I like her. She's
I think
fun.
she had the most growth, I think.
She definitely did have the most growth. I liked one of my favorite scenes with her was after Saten took the level upper and told Uiharu about it.
Mm-hmm.
And Uiharu gave Saten the little speech. Like, that was probably my favorite character moment from Uiharu.
Yeah, man. She cried.
Like, that was good. Well, you know, crying anime girls.
It's not as good as hopping, but you know, it gets the point across.
It's close. It's close to hopping.
It's close.
Not quite. Well, Pino, nothing can top the hop for you, right?
Nothing, no. Except for actual hops.
Hop is SS plus tier.
SS plus. Nobody hopped except in the intro, I think. And that was
Did
a
they
long
even
hop.
hop in the intro?
It was a long
Oh,
jump.
it was a jump. It wasn't a hop. There's a very distinct difference between a hop and a jump. A hip to the hip, hop, and you don't stop. Rock it to the bang bang. We're gonna.
I like the little in joke where it's like, "Hey, so is your power related to the flowers in your hair? What? What flowers?
Yeah. What?
She's like, oh, that was the best. I laughed a little too hard at that.
What?
But yeah, her best friend is Saten. She likes being a
Hail
helpful
Saint.
friend.
Hail
oh
Saten.
God, hail Lennon.
Wait. Hail Lennon. John Lennon.
Lennon.
Hail.
John McAfee.
Lennon.
Rain.
No, not him.
McAfee antivirus.
He's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah,
No,
no, he's a weirdo.
he's a whack job, dude.
But she's also the butt of the jokes. As when we talk about the next character, she is the victim of sexual assault. No,
That's not my favorite.
let's move on to Saten. Saten
Dude,
is
hail
a level
Saten.
0. She's a
Hail
level
Saten.
0. Uiharu's best friend ever since they came to Academy City. Long-haired, more of a free spirit, free bird. Free falling.
Play Freebird.
Freebird is a different song.
Play Freebird.
Hey,
Fucker. How
Free
dare
hat.
you cuckle Leonard Skinner?
Free
like
hat.
that?
I'm
Who's giving
sorry,
me a
Leonard.
free hat?
Sweet home, Academy City.
Also, I just want to say that Saten's English voice actor has done a bunch of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like she was Hideyoshi from Bakuto Test.
Yeah.
voice
Ennis from
sounded good.
Bakuno. Puar and Chaozu from Kai
What?
Yeah, man.
and DBZ.
Yeah, man.
Verona
Saten.
from Durarara. Like a lot of these characters,
Verona.
She's in Bakuno.
since it is a.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Brina. Brina's Chopper.
I love
That's
Tony
Chopper.
Chopper, dude.
Wow.
Chopper for One Piece. Yeah.
Oh,
That's why.
she's even from Miraniki. Huh.
Yeah, man. Oh, you,
Ah,
whoa.
wow. Whoa.
Please no.
Oh, I'm slowed down.
She's in a lot of shows we've seen just because,
I'm going-
you know.
She's Minata. Dang, she's great boy.
So if it
I'm
was
going
Funimation,
so-
I don't know if we've pointed that out.
I'm going so
Yeah, it's
fucking
Funimation, guys. Let's be
fast.
real. Oh no.
I'm going so fucking
Oh, dude, she's
fast.
Juvia from Fairy Tale, the best girl. Dang. Dude.
I haven't
Let's
watched
go.
Fairy Tale.
Let's go.
Oh,
Anyway.
she's the
No.
English voice of Peep Me.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
dude, everybody's
one of
the
them.
English voice.
One of them.
Good
There's
point.
like 20 of them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Natsuki from Initial D.
Guys-
Dang, she's got a good track record going on.
Guys, when are we gonna watch Pop Team Epic for real?
I mean, isn't there
When
gonna
you
be-
guys finally make a rating?
Never.
Isn't there going to be another season?
No,
Maybe.
I thought there was.
probably not. Is there?
We'll
You guys continue talking
someone
about Saten.
email us.
Okay, Saten.
Someone email us, please. I crave for
You
interaction.
can't Google it. My keyboard's loud.
I will let
I
you know
got it. My
Saten
keyboard's
gets a
silent.
lot more screen time in the anime than she does in the manga, which is nice because Saten's a really good character in the show.
Yeah, that's
Like,
a shame.
Probably one of
the
the
manga
best.
must be bad.
Mhm.
It doesn't
She also
even
does
have-
not make appearances in the main series, so that's also a bigger shame.
That's bad. That means Index is
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. No.
Also, I'm
it
just
has
saying that
Uiharu
Pop-
doing her best still, so I'm
That's pretty
I'm
good.
straight vibing.
Oh
Straight.
no, there's a lot of porn ads on the Cinema website.
Nice.
Good
Oh,
lord.
12 incest movies that you'll never watch again.
Yeah.
All right,
Thanks.
Harumi Kiyama. Kiyama is the
No,
doctor.
Saten's okay. Saten's
She is the doctor. She is the doctor of the series that She's also a teacher. She was part of an experiment that harmed her students, and ever since then she's been on a vendetta to try to wake them up by any means necessary. Yeah, it's H for Harumi. But anyways, I forgot about her. I knew she was in the show, but I forgot how important she was. I liked her development. She
was good.
She looks tired. Not relate.
Yeah, man.
You look tired,
guys,
teacher.
Guys, it's hot in here. I'm just gonna take off my pants.
Whoa. Oh wait, you're in your room. You're good.
I can't see nothing. I came in prepared and wore shorts on this episode.
Guys,
I wore a sweater.
Guys, I spilled some ice cream on my leggings. I gotta take them off.
You're wearing leggings?
You had ice cream?
Yeah.
That doesn't answer many of the questions that I've now developed.
Yeah.
Why? In the cold?
I want ice cream.
I want ice cream too, actually.
Guys, we're gonna take a quick break to get ice cream.
Dang.
Just enough for 2 ice creams.
But she is a teacher, so that's a check mark on the Pino meter of good anime.
One of several Pino checks.
Yes. But no, yeah, tired teacher, devoted teacher. She's fun. I like her.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's tired.
I'm going to quickly go through the next ones. Let's talk about one who was kind of a side, but kind of also helped a lot, Miss Kongo Mitsuko.
Kongo. You know what? It frustrates me. It frustrates me a whole lot. And this is why. Kongo becomes a good character halfway through the show. Or someone that I care about enough to remember her name.
Mm-hmm.
The first half of the show, she shows up in like the first scene to be an asshole. And then she disappears.
She promptly fucks
She
off.
literally doesn't. Yeah, she promptly fucks off and doesn't show up.
She's not part of the clique, dude.
I know, but like when you build her, when you set shush. When you build her up to have that sort of like asshole appearance, like you expect them to be like, they're like one or two more times, like the same thing. How
like Gary Oak, dude.
Yeah, like Gary Oak.
He didn't freaking call you a loser and steal the Pokemon you didn't
smell
choose.
you later.
She's more pompous than like being mean. She's like, I'm the best.
I'm the best.
Good old Toad.
No, but then whenever they go to the
beach?
bikini episode,
beach
episode, that was when I was like, oh, okay. Like they've done with every other character in this fucking show. They went from a one-dimensional to a two-dimensional because it still is anime. But
Fuck you.
That's good. I like that.
Thank you. And by the end, like you finally see her fucking power for the first time, like the last episode. And I'm like, okay, why'd you wait this long?
Okay,
huh?
yeah.
Airbender, dude.
Yeah,
technically, she was like always the butt of the joke. She was always part of like the situations going on. She was the first one to get the eyebrows.
She's not the situation. She wasn't on Jersey Shore.
Hey, my name is Kongo, and I'm the situation. Here in Academy City, Jersey City. No,
Kongo's okay. She's, I went from just despising her, not because she was an asshole, but because she was built up and then didn't appear, and I was just like, what the fuck?
She showed up, to be fair. She was just affected by all the things that happened.
There's not enough impactful stuff for the majority of the show to really make me feel good. Huh?
Canonically, the reason she's not there's two separate houses for Tokyo Adai. One in the Garden of Learning.
There's the nerd one
I get
and the
it,
not nerd one.
Yeah. It's what it is.
It is what it is. But
plus she's Boa Hancock. Next character.
But she's like store brand Boa Hancock.
Wow.
She's Boa Hancock before she was yeeted and yitsekai'd into One Piece.
she's Aldi's brand Boa Hancock.
She's Aldi's. Shout outs to Aldi's.
Shout out to Aldi's. I still have my quarter.
Nice.
Aldi's is the only brand that I won't say to sponsor us because I know they can't because they need to keep their prices low.
Yeah.
They need the quarters.
Yeah, dude.
They do need the... No, I've made like 50 cents from Aldi's.
Dude, people forget their quarters.
Yeah, because people leave their fucking
quarters.
cart. They're like, their freaking things. Shopping carts out. So I just bring them down and I collect $1 and then I go spend it on video games.
Nice. Where are you buying your video games at? I want 50 cent
Narnia.
games. No, Narnia. Aslan. Anyways, we got this show on the road, dude. Konori Mi, she's cool. She's got a red jacket. She's part of Big Spider.
Oh, I
Big
did
boobies.
like Konori. Konori, I really like. She's a
Yeah.
good character. There was a lot of development within those 2 episodes.
cute.
Basically, she
Yeah,
is
man.
I
cute.
like her
She's
hair.
very cute.
She got that moo. I've got an image.
Ooh,
Copy link.
dude, my favorite Legend of Zelda character.
Yeah.
What else? She's good. Let's. Are we all done talking about her?
Oh, that's
Are
a
you done?
JavaScript.
Why are you looking up a JavaScript?
Just shut up.
Okay.
Shut up, Naruto. You're annoying.
Hey, Sasuke, go fuck yourself.
God damn! If he said that, I would lose it. I would lose it so much.
Hey, Sasuke.
No, Konori's great.
Go fuck yourself.
Sasuke, go fuck yourself, you dick.
You're the one who kissed me, Naruto.
Yeah, and I liked it.
Go home, Naruto.
I don't even care.
I work
It's
alone.
okay.
Go home, Naruto.
Go
I
home.
work alone.
I hate this. Please let the I guess the thumbnail Sasuke and Mr. Incredible. No. But yeah, Mikonori's great. I thought she was a great character.
Yeah,
I
she was
liked
a
her.
really good. She was a side character, but still got the time in the sun that she
Yeah,
deserved.
man. Let me see. I'll bring up a couple characters, and you just tell me if you want to talk about them. We got red-haired Shanks,
Yes.
Kurozuma Wataru.
Yes. Wataru's a good character. He was very interesting. Had a lot of cool development. He punched real good.
I like his
Yeah,
face.
he drink milk.
His fight scenes were the best fight scenes on the show.
I like his face and
Funnily
hair.
enough, that's one of the only fight
man.
scenes that have no powers.
He
in it.
looks like a vampire.
He looks cool as hell, dude. I love his hair. He also has a big spider on his back.
Spy. Let's see here. We've got Terestina, the old red-haired lady.
Yes.
She was the person in the mecha technically.
I was upset
You were
when
upset.
that happened. I was
Yeah.
upset.
Are you upset?
Because because they defaulted to the crazy lady laughing in this big thing and they have to fight. Like they've done it so much. There's
Yeah.
so much better they could do.
Only
she
in
could have
Academy
been
City.
only in Academy City. But she's fine. Whatever.
All right, Tesso Suzuri.
I love her. Tesso's
She's
so
great.
good. She's one of my favorite characters in the show. She's great.
Yeah, man.
I love her.
She's a gamer. She's a gamer.
She-
Straight up gamer.
She's a hashtag gamer.
Gamer.
She's cute. She has good hair.
Plus,
and
in the
glasses.
first opening,
does have
jiggle physics.
glasses.
If you take a good look, jiggle
Oh
physics.
my god, that bugged me. that bugged me. Also, her voice actor, Kara, she does Videl and Goten
Yeah.
Nice.
and
Yeah.
Dragon Ball.
That's
So
very nice.
I
her
just wanted to make sure it was known.
partner in crime, Miss Aiho Yomikawa, the other anti-skill lady. I like her. She shows up a lot more in the future series, which is nice.
Good, because I
'Cause,
like her a lot too.
Yeah, she's fun.
She's
strong
also
sense-
Kiwi from One Piece.
Who?
One of the twins.
Kiwi?
from
Oh, one of the
Frankie's.
square girls.
Yeah, Square Girl
Yeah.
with pointy nose.
Let's see. Those are the main people. We had Konoe, the transfer student near the end, who
Kind of
Was-
was interesting.
she was cool. And we had some of the supporting casts and characters from the old series or from the original series, like Touma.
I liked Tomo when he showed up. That was fun.
Yeah, you had Index that one time.
Yeah.
And then you had Frog guy named Heaven Chancellor. Gecko the Doctor, man.
The Chancellor.
Yeah, he looked like a fucking turtle.
Yeah, Haraway was fun.
Kome, which was the short.
Oh, Kome.
girl. I loved her.
Komoe.
She was wonderful.
Fun
Pink hair.
fact: if you remember Durarara,
Yeah.
Walker was just like, I want to be in Miss Komoe's class. So I'm just like, hey.
Oh, was that what it's
Yeah,
from?
he's
that's awesome.
He reads it's specifically Kadota was like, hey, is that one magical is that one certain magical index series out yet? He's like, no, that's next month. He's like, oh, I like that. So
That I like. Yeah, that's that. I remember you talking about that during
Yeah.
our episode.
I love Durarara just because of all the references.
Yeah,
The
It's
Narita
good.
verse is real,
guys,
dude.
guys, watch Durarara.
Please.
Guys, watch Durarara.
If you haven't, watch it.
All right, and that's all the characters I feel
No,
like
I
talking
want to.
about.
I want to talk about one more.
Okay, what's up?
Daigo.
Daigo, the
Daigo's
teacher.
good. Yeah, and you know why? Because he's voiced by Eric Vale, who does Gohan and
true.
no, not Gohan, Trunks and the Tenkaichi Budokai announcer.
Nice.
And I just love him.
Tenkaichi Budokai.
Honestly, Eric Vale, come on this podcast, please.
Yeah, man. Please.
Please clap.
Anyways, let's.
He's also America and Canada and Hitalia, and
Nice.
despite what you say, I still think Hitalia is really funny. Also, he's Sanji, so Pino, that's for you.
Yes. All right. I think we want to move on to miscellaneous if we want to keep things going.
Yeah,
I know I've got
there's
you here a
nothing.
little too long. So
Actually,
whenever-
no, we're actually pretty good on time, except
We're
for
good?
welcome to the 54th edition of Who's the Best Grill, the part of the podcast where each contestant puts forward their choice for best grill
Nice.
of the episode and duke it out for the title of Best Grill. Today,
Nice,
our
nice,
contestants, once again, it continues to be. It's not changing anytime soon.
Not unless we say it.
Unless Eric Vale comes here.
Yeah.
Our Pino, Garb, myself, and the Patreon. Who are we each advocating for?
All right, I can finally go first because it's an easy easy pick.
Easy climb?
I picked Uiharu Kazari.
Fair. I picked Saten Ruiko.
Nice. And
I
Chuck?
picked Wataru.
And the
Alright.
patrons also picked Saten.
Hail Satan.
Hail Saten.
Hail Saten.
Satan.
Yeah,
Oh god.
I can't wait for that audio file to be just yoinked out.
All right.
Just kidding, no one cares
Our-
about this podcast enough.
Power of Krista compares you. Wait, what?
What?
That was my attempt at a funny. Anyways, I picked Uiharu Kazari for many reasons. It's just pure cinnamon bun. Look at her.
Yeah,
Look at
she's
her pointer finger.
That's a pretty good bun.
She loves eating sweets. I don't, but hey, that's fine. Just buy her all the sweets she needs. She'll say, "Stop! You violated the law." You know. Yeah, I got justice on my side. That's good. I have a strong sense of justice. I also follow that one Justice Beaver office reference. Short black hair, flowers on her head. I don't know where they come from. Maybe she'll tell me if I hang out with her. You know, that'd be cool.
What?
I don't know what flowers. One second.
I can't believe he's dead.
He's gone. He's deceased.
This is the most that Garb has ever talked during this podcast.
That's a fun fact.
This episode. Fun fact, they call me Trivia Master Chuckle or something.
She grows up tremendously. I hate every time that she got hurt in the series.
She did get hurt real bad the
she
last
was the one,
episode.
Yeah, she got beat up like 50 times.
Yeah, she got it rough, dude.
And she got slapped by her best friend. But she tries her best all the time, and I love characters who try their best. I love characters who don't think they're good enough, but they're good. They're great. Like Rin. Rin was like that. She was down on herself, but
Yeah, Reen's
check it out.
well. Also, you can't compare because Reen's just a really good character.
Yeah,
because
but-
she has maracas.
Yeah, but they both have short hair.
No, but maracas.
Yeah, but she has flowers that we don't know where they come from, and she could heat up your ramen. Come on.
No, but the fucking
Yeah, but
colon
you're under
three-face.
arrest.
Oh
All your
no.
musical instruments are now forfeit.
No, not my trombone.
Not my maraca.
No.
But yeah, she's good. Please don't hurt her feelings.
I will not.
Oh,
Well, what if I said?
She's good.
What if I said she's,
I like her.
She's too soft? Huh?
She is kind of soft.
I mean, she is fragile. I did tell you she catches
like
colds easily.
if I held her head and squished together, it would just like fold in on itself.
Well, I don't know why you squish a 2D picture, but okay.
Well, see, it's like paper and it folds.
I like Paper Mario.
1,000 Year
Even better.
Door is
It's a bad
overrated.
Fuck
Continue.
you, it's not overrated.
Nice, we got him. High five, Chuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, baited.
Nice.
We did it, guys.
Who's next?
We successfully japed. She's a good character. She's a little soft, but it's okay. She's cute.
Yeah, man.
I don't even.
All right,
I want to trash talk her, but like she's too soft and pure.
She's
I
too
can't
baby.
do it.
Hey, baby.
Saten.
So I. Oh.
What were you gonna say? Something? What are you laughing at?
Just the fucking hey baby. Hey baby. Guys, I love JoJo.
Really? I never knew.
I didn't either.
Wow, crazy. Pino, why are you so far away?
Sorry, I was my phone fell on
Did
the
you have
floor.
anything else to say about Uiharu?
Nah, dog.
Cool.
I'd protect this one till the ends of the world.
'Cause
That's about
Fair
it.
enough.
Cause Saten, she's pretty great, right?
Hey, you know.
Yeah.
She's got long hair. She's
Yeah, okay.
she's got
That's always
just
a
a
plus.
little bit of sass. It's just like a just a pinch
A
of
milligram?
sass, you know. Whereas
It's like that scene from Powerpuff Girls, but instead of a chemical X, it's sass.
yeah, and
Chemical S for Saten.
someone accidentally poured the whole bottle into Shirai Kuroko, but there was just enough in Saten,
Just a drop.
right?
That moment when you call Shirai and Kuroko two different people. Anyways, continue.
Embarrassing.
But
I can't believe this is the last episode.
I mean, I just said that in the. I'm looking at the Mal page and it has it in the Shirai and Kuroko in that order. So shut up.
Nice.
But
Okay, you got me, dude.
her name sounds like Satan, and that's pretty cool. That's the best character in Dragon Ball Z.
That's true. You're right. I mean, he's got that one there.
I am surrounded by heretics.
And her voice, I don't know what it is about her voice actress, but it just sounds. I just like the sound of her voice.
She's really good at voice actress since we're all talking about the dub, right?
Yeah,
Biggest-
yeah. I don't
Yeah,
think
real good.
any of us.
I watched a bit of sub,
Yeah.
which was
No,
nice.
I watched because like she like we I mentioned this before, but she was Hideyoshi. We
dude,
Poir,
Ryuki from my favorite love anime.
Verona. She's a lot of good characters. So
Yeah.
like, it's good stuff. Good stuff.
And she doesn't have
Until
any
you guys
powers.
break my heart.
She's Chopper, but guess what?
She doesn't have any powers, and you know,
Guess what?
that's hard.
Yeah, man.
It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for something.
When you got powers one day, then you lose it all the following day and become
And
a
then you
baby.
go into a coma.
And didn't
Oh my god, I forgot about the coma.
I don't remember,
Yeah,
but I
dude.
think she resisted the level upper.
No.
She was no, she wanted to, and then she was like, yeah,
That-
Yeah,
I'll do it.
Eventually, she was
But
like,
she
yeah,
used
no.
it.
But
Well, yeah, because
she's
after she
real.
used it, dummy.
She's a real character. Like she's real.
Also, hey, you know why she's bad? She keeps flipping up Uiharu's shirt.
I
Her
see
pants.
no problem.
Panties.
She can flip up
That's
my.
That's
I
sexual
see.
harassment.
She can flip up my skirt.
You're
whenever.
under arrest for violating the law.
That's fine. Take me.
Your panties are now forfeit.
of these gentlemen for calling me short?
No,
Oh, okay.
guys, she's fine. She's okay, but
I like her.
she's,
I like it.
I like her too, but she's not the best.
Listen,
I liked her a lot more this rewatch than I did when I originally watched the
that's
show,
good.
which is nice. She's got a baseball
she's
bat.
fun
Yeah,
loving.
I did like the baseball bat. That made me giggle.
She'll bash your fucking skull in.
God, I hope so.
And then buy you sweets.
Yeah, yeah. This show made me want sweets like all the time, almost as bad as K-On!
Dude, let's go to Johnny's
Not-
after this.
Guys, let's go.
Can't believe they called Denny's Johnny's.
Oh, is that?
That's my favorite
I didn't
place.
pick
I
up
love
on that.
Japanese names.
Guys,
was it
guys,
McDonald's in this one?
Yeah, they had
No.
a funny one from McDonald's.
The only
was-
one that was real was Pizza Hut.
Yeah, no, Pizza Hut, and they were selling tacos at the Pizza Hut.
Dude, we come full circle. Welcome back to the thought elevator.
Oh, they called McDonald's Macaronow hamburger.
Burger. Guys, you know who's the best, though?
Who?
Kurozuma Wataru. You know why?
Shanks?
Yes. You know why?
Why?
Because it's got red hair, long hair,
Uh-huh.
it's got nice eyes,
Okay.
Drinks
Easy
his
on the
milk.
eyes, I see.
drinks his milk. He picked the name Big Spider.
Bigu Spider.
He's cool.
He's got
He
a
can punch
leather
people real
jacket.
good.
You know,
he has an epic leather jacket.
I can agree. He's got a big giant tattoo of a spider on the back of his back.
Yeah.
He's like an inverted JoJo, but spiders.
He does look a little bit like Neo.
Well, hey, that's nothing bad. Huh? And also, he only showed up for a little bit, but he
He made a big
made a
impact.
very big impact on me and me. Get it? Because that was her name.
Get it? Because her name is me. You had to extend that note. You know that, right?
No, I got it. But
All right.
Wataru's just really good. Also, his name's Wataru. Like, that's
Yeah,
such a
dude.
fun name to say.
Waterloo, more like it. Got him.
Waterloo.
Yeah, because he's a toilet.
I like him as a character. He was fun.
I think he looks too
He
much
looks
like a
chicken milk.
vampire.
I think.
Hey, God, I wish he is a vampire. That means he could suck my blood any day.
Hey, man! Shout out to Castlevania Season 3. We better be watching it for the podcast. Dude, that's gonna be fun. But yeah, no, I like Wataru Kurozuma. He was fun. Did I make a headcanon of him and Konori? Maybe, but he's in jail now, so unfortunate.
Sad.
Oh no.
Connery, no. Oh, no. What happened to you?
You're under arrest.
Oh, no. Not me.
But Chuck, what if you see
No,
him
sir.
with his shirt off? Doesn't seeing a spider make you afraid?
No. You know why?
Why?
Because it's a big spider.
Because it's a big spider.
I love
And
this.
also-
I love you guys.
And also, you know what? Guess what, Garb?
What?
What? Oh, Garb.
It's not a real spider.
Oh,
Oh, you're right.
Checkmate. Guys, if you want to tell us who's the best or who's the worst, make sure to email us at funkyanimePodcast@gmail.com. We got a couple of emails this week.
Nice. Nice.
Guys,
hell yeah.
let's talk about a couple. So first, this one's from Sadie.
Sadie.
Titled Anime.
Anime.
I'm bored with some of the animes I'm watching, and I don't want to start a new one. What should I do?
Scream.
Okay, so what you do is you watch other anime before you finish your list. That's what you got.
Yeah. What you do is you take a break, and then you watch other anime, and then you start missing that anime, and then you just go right back.
Yeah. Or you can do something that is pretty revolutionary. I don't know if you guys heard about it. Something called cleanup, and it's basically what you do is you clean up your list of anime that you've stopped, and you chug along through them.
Yeah.
I have failed many times, but I hear it's a good concept.
I've heard it works wonders if you
Yeah.
do it.
Just not for me.
Also,
Yeah, man.
hey,
Uh-huh.
Sadie, here's a quick recommendation. A very short show. Watch the fuck, did I just lose my mind?
Oh my gosh,
Maybe.
he just lost.
I guess
his-
let's make another recommendation for Sadie then to add to the list.
Yeah, add a recommendation.
Let's see.
Mine, very short, 6 episodes. This is what I forgot because my brain shut off. Fooly Cooly. Watch the first season. It's 6 episodes. It's wonderfully animated. Super good. Watch that. It's short. It's sweet. I watched it in one day, and then I watched it again the next day.
Nice. Very nice.
It's really good.
I'd recommend watching OVAs of series you've already seen if you haven't already. Those are always fun to do.
Yeah.
Specifically, I think what I'd recommend, we watched it last season. I'd recommend the Durarara OVAs. Those are fun. They take place during the anime if you watched it, and it's fun to see Celty just being Celty.
Watch some movies, dude. Watch the Gurren Lagann movies.
Oh, bro. I gotta
Dude,
watch that.
row, fight the power.
But yeah, Sadie. Also, she asked one more thing. What does it take to make a podcast? Here,
Well-
since I'm the master.
Okay, can we all give our answers?
Yeah, Pino, you go first.
Okay, no brain cells like us. Well,
Correct.
no. Yeah, that's like the minimum requirement. No
one
brain cells.
brain cell that
One brain
passed between everyone.
2
Mom said it's my turn on the brain cell.
co-hosts that can play off your shenanigans like these bozos here.
It's
You need the personality.
yeah, it's really difficult to do a one-person podcast
Unless it's like all
extremely
scripted out
difficult.
and you know like where like
Well, yeah,
but then
if-
it becomes
if
like a
it's
YouTube
script-
video, like review and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Well,
like,
no, because there's stuff like The Cryptonaturalist, which I would highly recommend. It's a very good podcast, but it's a scripted sort of nature fantasy
fuck?
podcast where it's
Interesting.
basically where this guy is documenting like creatures and discoveries that he found and when he's like kind of in the wilderness, and it's a really interesting podcast that I'd really recommend. Another thing that you need to do if you're going to make a podcast, either do something that no one's done before, or like very little. There's no huge successful podcasts. Like, don't make a D&D podcast.
unfortunately.
Like unless you have a following, which even we don't really have a big enough following. You need to do something that either no one's done before.
Dude, no one's
Something
ever
do-
reviewed anime.
Well, no, definitely not. Or do
What the heck's
something that,
anime?
or do something that you think you can put your own spin on. Like, we thought we could do this, kind of do like a book club, but do it for anime. So you have to really find that niche that you want to go grab onto. And like marketing towards the niche, you might get less numbers, and you should. I'm dying. You should never make not name. What the fuck? You should never make a podcast. Period. Never make a podcast for the sole purpose of getting listeners. Yeah. Never. For any creative project, don't ever do it for a profit. Don't ever do it for a sub count or a listenership. Quite literally, we never expected to get more than 100 listens. Right. Like, that's straight up. I am still flabbergasted, and
I'm surprised we have a Patreon.
Yeah, I want to thank everyone. Like, even if you're not on the Patreon, if you're just listening to this,
or sending us emails.
Yeah.
It's awesome. She also says, "Yo, you Slurmy boys, I love you." So thank you.
We love you too.
And then finally, we have.
Wait, I got one last recommendation.
Well, I have
one thing. Chuck.
Yeah,
one thing Chuck recommended to us was listen to other podcasts. You know, that helps out a lot, especially, going in and, knowing what kind of things to ask, what kind of things to say, and kind of helps you cool your nerves. Like, personally, probably not a good example. I'm listening to the H3H3 podcast a lot, and they're pretty. It's a good time. Like, I feel like it's helped me not be as erratic or sporadic as I was before. Which is nice. I mean, I'll still get into shenanigans, but I feel like it's helped, and I'm going to start listening to more podcasts too. And it really helps you know how to focus your show while appreciating someone else's work.
It's podcasting is such a unique form of entertainment because it's all audio, but it's not like music, because music's a very distilled, tightly knit, like produced sort of thing. And while many podcasts are produced super well, like once again, Crypto Naturalist is one of the best produced shows I've ever listened to. Same thing with something like The Adventure Zone, which is a wonderful podcast.
It's a great name.
Hey Riddle Riddle. What else? Something like Hello from the Magic Tavern is another huge one I'd recommend. Like, I need to recommend this one to you guys because it's an improv podcast.
I want to do more
in a
improv.
fantasy
That's
world.
The thing.
No,
oh,
improv's so fun, and it's set in a fantasy world in a tavern, and it's interviewing different like creatures and people,
different races and whatnot.
Yeah, no, there's there's centaurs. You have a literal shark. You have pirates. You have
a really good premise.
Boat.
A literal shark. I'm hungry.
No, it's so good. And like there's a mouse with human strength. Like, it's shit like that, and it's so good. And I legitimately would recommend that. That might be my favorite podcast.
I listen to like Sleepy Cabin, which should not come as a surprise to anyone.
Right.
Yeah.
But anything else you want to add?
Yeah, there's a lot of editing.
Yeah, we haven't talked about that.
A lot of editing, and in our case, we do have to like set timelines and stuff of like, okay, Garb, finish making the music already.
Or Pino, upload your damn audio.
Yeah.
Pino,
well,
upload your audio.
It's a lot of editing, but especially for me, I love editing stuff. Like, that's super interesting for me. I really enjoy that sort of aspect of this.
Good, because I fucking hate it.
Thank fucking God for Garb, though, for mastering the audio, because that makes a world of a difference, too. Even if you just put it through, like, a certain preamp or something like that and just, level it out a little bit with the EQs and everything.
Yeah. I have settings for, like, each one of us.
Yeah,
because I have to edit around Pino a lot because sometimes your mic will just fuck up, like it has been this episode.
Sorry.
It's
I'll
okay.
get don't worry, I'll get something better
Soon.
We'll dig into the Patreon fund
soon.
What did you do to the money, Chuck?
Well,
he siphoned it.
Remember that trip to Aldi's?
I spent $200 at Aldi's. I bought out the whole store.
I bought all the yogurt
goodness.
cups.
But yeah, editing and really making sure you're on a schedule. Like, we do it every other Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we've missed it
a couple times.
Once or twice. Like, I've missed it uploading it, a couple hours late. We missed, like, that's what update 1 was, because we didn't have that recording
That
done.
was back when iTunes was a real problem for us, because if you
Yeah,
didn't upload every 2 weeks, like on the dot, you would, lose all the people who followed?
Well, it was like 3 weeks. If you don't upload in 3 weeks, basically your podcast will be marked as inactive, and then your updates wouldn't be pushed out as strongly, kind of like how YouTube works.
Like the algorithm.
Yeah. So like you wouldn't get pushed out, and having a constant feed of content is always good. That's why we do the fillers. And I really would love to do a filler just talking about this sort of stuff, because
we could go on and on.
It's a really cool thing, but just do something that you think you would enjoy doing.
Yeah.
And something that you would enjoy doing for a long fucking time. Because
something that you would enjoy doing even after the 2 hour marks that you guys make me try to hit. It's already 2 hours and 40.
Well, I think we might have gone over this episode, which add another one on Pino's list. But like,
God damn it!
I never.
I was tied.
You were tied, but now you weren't. I don't think I've ever come out of a recording session with you guys and I've been like, holy shit, that I was so glad it's over. I've never had that, which is.
There's been a couple times where I've needed to pee.
Well, yeah, like right now, I really need to pee, but I like
really
talking
want to
about
eat some
this.
pizza upstairs, man.
Pizza.
I'm gonna get a big old scoop of peanut butter.
But like, do something that you enjoy. Do something that you're passionate about. Like
anime.
I think I've become more passionate about anime since doing this show, which is
absolutely
really funny.
Have I told my cousin I have a podcast? Not yet.
I keep that shit locked.
It literally took me a year and a half to tell anyone I had a podcast.
I told my sister and my mom, but I don't think my mom remembers.
My
so
family
like,
my family was like, "What are you doing downstairs?" I'm like, "It's nothing."
Yeah,
it's fine.
That's how it goes. Don't be ashamed about it, like us.
Yeah. But like, ashamed. Do something that you love and do something that you want to share with the world. So like, you know, if it's on manga, if it's on a TV show, if it's something completely different, go for it.
Well,
it's,
no, not really.
No, I
feet review.
That's the one thing I would strongly recommend against.
Sakura's feet review. Number
no,
one.
No, but like, it's just something that you want to share and do something. And if you want to do it with someone else, I'd highly recommend it.
Yeah.
One-person podcasts exist, but holy shit, that's difficult.
Especially if it's your first one, like that would just be
rough. But hey, go try. Podcasting is so accessible. You can grab yourself a $40 mic, which I had used for the first season and a half, and then just send it out. You could put it on literally any service. There are some that start from $0, some that start at $3. SoundCloud is free. That's a great place to drop it if you are just really want to try it and see how it feels. Yeah, but overall, just go for it. Podcasting's a really cool medium. I love doing it, and I'm glad that I got these guys to do it with me and forcing them to do fucking 50+ episodes talking about anime.
I'm glad. I have a lot of fun, even if I'm in a bad mood early and before recording. I always come out here laughing and smiling, and just happy. And then in the morning for work, I'm just like, well, damn, I should have slept.
Oh no. So do we got anything else about podcasts? We got one more email to get.
Yeah, let's check the other.
Let's go get the email.
Okay, so this is from Alex Puff.
Yo.
Hey guys. So I literally just found your podcast while working at my terrible job, and y'all have made me laugh so much in just 4 episodes.
Hey, yo! That's where all the listens come from. Thank you, man. We really appreciate that, first of all, and we're glad we make you laugh.
Yeah.
It's good, too.
Being a huge anime fan that watches too much stuff, I was curious about how your Made in Abyss episode would go, since I loved the Yu Yu Hakusho one, which... Oh my god, thank you for watching that Yu Yu Hakusho episode one. That's one of my favorite. I was looking forward to it. And I just wanted to say fuck you 3 for making me cry while making dinner talking about Garf and the Grandpa.
Hey, we did it, boys. Hey.
I know. Love the content. Please keep doing this. Y'all are great. Thanks,
you,
Alex.
Thanks, you're great.
That means a lot. Like it really means a lot, you know. We do get numbers, but getting one email I'm like, oh,
That just made my day. I'm gonna sleep
Thank you,
soundly
yeah.
tonight. I'm
Hell
being like,
yeah.
yo, man, somebody actually likes what we just did.
Yeah.
That's the best.
yeah, I
feeling,
want to
man.
thank you guys again, just
all
especially
of you.
Alex and Sadie and Sid and everyone on Patreon, everyone who sent us an email before, H Wild, like it just means a whole lot. So
Except
thank
for Pickles, he's not allowed to watch.
Mr. Pickles, no.
I fucking forgot about Mr. Pickle.
Guys, that's a callback from episode 2 of the podcast. That's the only early episode that I think still holds. No, that's episode 3 because
That's
episode 2
3.
was Golden Time.
No, Golden
that-
Boy.
Oh,
Don't get them-
fuck.
Don't you dare mix those up.
My brain doesn't work good.
Hey, it's still kinda like,
But yeah, thank you so much for all the emails. Remember, funkyAnimePodcast@gmail.com or contact@funkyAnimePodcast.com. That means a lot. And email us if you have anything you want to ask, anything you want to say. So thanks so much. So let's go to miscellaneous. I don't
All right,
think we
super
have
quick.
anything, right?
Do you remember when Touma showed up at the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Touma was like, "Hey, I know you," and then
Bug
like
Zapper.
when Bug Zapper or Misaka is doing her show, and he's like, "Hey, who are you?"
Yeah,
I hope you're ready for that.
That one's specifically for you, Chuck. I hope you're ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
We
I'm
won't. I hate.
You just
You
in
and
general.
me. You. I think you know. I think you know what this means, but it's not something we
Hey,
appreciate.
hey,
too
you
much.
know what? You know what? It ties in with Golden Time, and I fucking hated it then. I'm gonna hate it in Index, so don't worry about it.
That was the one thing I forgot. I was like, no, it happens early.
Well, whatever. That's until later. But overall, I think, are we all good? The dub was good.
Dub was
I
good.
Yeah, it's
listened a little
Funimation.
bit to the sub. It's
It met
fine.
expectations.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to read the light novels. People seem to enjoy Railgun a lot more than the regular series, which is another reason why I started out you guys off with this one.
Yeah.
Because if we ever hit Index, you'll see the differences. And well, I mean, the character that stays probably in my head the most is always Misaka, but Uiharu is always there too. Anyways, other than that, it was a fun time. It's time for ratings.
Yeah.
All right. Who wants to go first?
I give this show the value of pi out of 5.
Wow.
Oh my god, so
3.141592655.
Wow, you've got that. Good job, Pino.
Bro, I
Thank
love
you.
Pie Week. That's my favorite day of the year.
I mostly just wanted to say that because haha science, but that's also right around
Yeah.
what I give it because I would say it's the soundtrack pushes it slightly above average, but
It's nothing groundbreaking.
it's nothing.
you know?
Yeah, it's not exceptional, but hey, it's pretty. I wasn't. Yeah, I didn't want to jump off a cliff instead of watch this show.
That's
so
fair. That's fair. Pina, do you want me to go next since
Sure thing, yeah.
you probably
I
have a
won't-
book?
Yeah. It's a memoir, actually.
Oh, my goodness. I'm going to give this a 3.5. Very respectable.
That's a lot higher than I thought.
yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
no, like I've said, I would have probably given it a 3 or something if we
Yeah, I was
rated it at
expecting
the
a 3 or
beginning.
2.9, and my heart was ready to enjoy that.
You know what?
I'm going to give it a 2 now that you said
You know what? A 1.5 is where I'm thinking. No, because it's fine. The show's fine. Characters. You know what? I'm gonna bump it down to 3.4. Sorry, but no, don't laugh. No, but it's it's a decent show.
I shouldn't have said nothing.
No, it's a decent show, and
Yeah, it's fine.
you know what? It's an experience that it's fun to talk about. There's definitely a lot of missed potential. Like that's with almost any show that we watch here.
Yeah, man.
But you know what? I don't know if I'd recommend it as my first recommendation, but if there's that really specific itch that you want to scratch, this
man.
could be it for it. So
man.
I don't want to cut this off or anything. This is still a decent show.
God, I'm itchy.
Oh no.
So, 2 reasons. Again, I picked this show because it's been a while that I wanted to watch it. I think I enjoy it a lot more since the first time I watched it. Since I finished all the anime series for Index, Accelerator, and Railgun, I believe, a month ago. So coming back to something more simpler, something not as crazy as what you get later on, something more grounded, just something more fun. I very much appreciated that. I was just like, man, everything's just going to go, the world's just going to blow up later for you guys, but this is just nice. This is very nice. I'm going to give this, okay. Maybe it's a 4, just because I really, really like it. I like the world. I like the characters. I wanted to give it a 4.3, but I don't think it gets a 4.3. The next season gets a much higher than a 4. You know what? 3.9. I'm gonna give it a 3.
Dang.
3.9? Okay.
3.9, because season 2 of Railgun is beyond. It's great. It's
Beyond the boundary?
beyond. Subscribe.
Guys.
But yeah, no, 3.9. It was fun. I see the flaws you guys pointed out. I need to take off them nostalgia goggles. But screw you, Uiharu and me, Konari are great. Okay.
Yeah.
You're very convincing.
Hey,
Thank
hey,
you.
Mr. Garbalax.
Yeah.
What are we watching next?
We are going to watch the No Game, No Life movie that last time
Hell yeah.
only Pino watched.
Finally, I get to watch it again, and I get to actually give my opinion.
So we'll have to see if the hype Pino brought to the table is going to pay off.
Yeah.
And in the first isekai of season 3, with
Oh, God.
probably more to come.
Isekai is a very
I actually
interesting
don't
word
think
to
we
use
have,
for this one.
I don't think we have any isekai.
Not
Also,
yet.
I know why Pino says that. So, we do have one, but that's episode 69, so we don't talk about that yet.
69. Who gets that one?
Is it you?
Bitch.
Yeah.
It's
me.
Pino. But yeah, so we'll watch that, and I know why Pino says it's not an isekai, but it's okay. But yeah, Pino wanna send us out?
Yeah, sure thing. So the guy's now sharing his ramen noodles and they've waited the 3 minutes, so they're not breaking
Oh,
the
thank
law.
goodness! It's only been 3 minutes. Wait,
3 minutes. I
Still
think it's
keeping
been
it nice
and
I think it's been 3 hours.
He's still keeping it warm. Apparently, this is like the jumbo jar, and still sipping on some noodles. So that's Garb. You better make a slurping sound, or you're fired. There we go. Nice. The guy's still using his telekinesis now to get some of the broth floating into his mouth and successfully making it in, except for one little drop. That's Chuck.
Ow, the drop got on my foot, and it burned.
I'm sorry. I just
Flip flops.
What I'm wearing flip flops. Is that
I'm wearing
illegal?
Socks and
No.
sandals.
Did you outlaw flip flops?
No. And the guy
sure?
with a regular old spoon digging in with you guys. That's me, the anti-skill officer.
Oh, hey,
You
Pino.
don't eat with a fork?
Hey man,
It's noodles.
Wait,
I forgot my fork at home.
Okay, it's okay.
it happens
I'll
to
just
the
drink
best
the
of
broth.
us.
This has been the Funky Anime Podcast in this non-ending bus around Academy City. We've passed the District of Learning 50 times.
When are we gonna get off?
I'm gonna fall asleep.
I don't know when a bolt of lightning stops us.
Okay.
Hey, is that me? Ah!
And then we all
And then they
died.
died.
The end.
The end.
And okay,
Thank
guys.
you for joining us.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's been fun. Tired. I want pizza.
I'm hungry.
Shout out to Pizza
I
Hut.
want peanut butter.
Shout out to Pizza Hut. Please sponsor us.
Dude, could you
but yeah.
fucking imagine if we could get pizza?
God, please. But yeah, thanks for listening. It's been a good episode. Been a long episode. This is Pino's third.
Longest episode probably. to
No,
date.
this is not even
Are
remotely
you sure?
touching.
I don't think I've ever
Space
heard.
Dandy.
I've never reached almost.
Yes,
3
you
hours.
have. We were 3.5 hours in when we were recording
That doesn't.
Space Dandy.
Okay.
This is just raw audio, though, so.
Stop
guys.
talking.
Thank goodness
Guys,
y'all don't
thank
have
you for
to.
listening to the Funky Anime Podcast. We'll see you all next week. Tell your mom you love her.
Have fun with the movie.